Giving a voice to the voiceless, we share the stories behind our freedoms and the ultimate sacrifice of those who protect us all. This is Patriots Inside the Wire.
Someone who was willing to give his life for his country and served honorably in Iraq.
Beautiful thing to see the family and friends come together and honor his life and his service to our country.
Great to see you guys out here. This is awesome, really.
Welcome to the Patriots Inside the Wire broadcast, hosted by Gold Star mom, Tracy Two-Step.
Hey there, welcome to this show. It is what we call Wednesday Words, except it's not Wednesday, it is Thursday. I did that on purpose. It is Christmas time, everybody, and we have so much going on, especially with our music industry, our veterans, our patriots. We had to do a night to let you know what's happening this weekend. You're going to see a couple of artists here in the background. Patriots Inside the Wire, we're rolling. Grab your friends, please share. We actually have a veteran band on tonight, everybody. So take care of your Patriots. Let's go. Come on. Share, follow. It's pretty damn easy. Best damn Christmas present you can give is to support local artists and support the people. That's why we have these freedoms. Let's go, man. Let's roll right into this show. Patriots Inside the Wire has recently collaborated. Hey, it's not recent. I take that back. Has been working very hard behind the scenes. For 2 years, y'all. Nashville, Texas. Prior to that, we've been really busy in the radio scene. And I decided I cannot go back to brick and mortar. I have to be independent. So we are rolling and we are collaborating with not only radio, music is just blowing up. I'm not even kidding you. Am I at Texas Regional Radio Music Awards? Am I at the CMAs, the TCMAs? Which one am I at? Texas Regional Radio Awards. Is it Gold Star Families? Is it veterans? Are we supporting our border? Our patriots? We do it all, but we need you, we the people, okay? That's what we're about. Tonight, we're going to roll right into this. We have our guests already here. Katie Beth. You can't forget that name. Come on now. If I put my real one up here, it's Tracy Ann, right? Fits. All right. Hey, shout out. Marine Rapper out there tonight is sharing and rolling for us. Thank you, my friend. All of our patriots, all of those in 2024. Let me slow down and just say thank you. Literally, thank you. There's a lot of you in this music industry that are pulling together, and I'm just happy to be here for the ride. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull you to the stage with Miss Katie Beth and her band as well. And right now with Miss Katie Beth, how are you, Katie?
I'm great. How are you doing, Tracy?
It's a Thursday, and it's a Thursday. I'm doing pretty good for that. Yeah.
Good deal.
And I also see someone's there with you.
Yes, this is my husband, Rusty.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
Rusty, how are you?
Good.
Well, good. As I happen to know, instead of telling your story, we specifically ran into Katie Beth and Rusty because we really want to grab the people, the patriots, the veterans. We have a whole patriot lane rolling in the charts, rolling in. Don't give me a lane. Come on, man. If it's music and it's good, then I like it. It's called good music, right?
Right.
And the reason I'm saying this is because Rusty, sitting beside Katie Beth right now, served. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And won't you tell us just a little, because I know that a lot of our viewers literally want to know this. They literally want to know. Can you tell me your branch and a little bit about that?
So I served from 2002 to 2007 active duty in the Marine Corps. And then I did 3 more years of inactive service. Did several tours in Iraq and was also stationed stateside in Japan as well.
Wow.
And I got sergeant in the Marine Corps.
Thank you for your service, number one. Yeah. But listen, these last 2 nights I've been rolling. It's like I'm outnumbered. I'm Army over here, but I'm also a patriot and a mama. So first, thank you. But hey, I want to wait. Katie.
Yes,
Katie
ma'am.
Beth,
Yes, ma'am.
Being a family of someone in the service, I'm saying thank you to you too.
Oh.
It's all about the family. It is all about everybody coming together and the people. So it takes a lot, literally. I mean, while you're out there serving, Rusty, it's who's at home. So we really want to hit on just military. Let me put this out to everybody. We are about the people. Katie Beth. So I happened to find you because of this whole music collaboration that's going on. And that's why I'm all excited, y'all. There's so many lanes right now that it's amazing in music. And it's the holidays. I do have to say this, and we'll roll into some fun in music. I know it's hard, everybody out there, because I know who's going to watch this too. Everybody watch it because it's fun. It's great. I have to say this, though, for the families. Listen, those of you that are watching, and it can be tough at the holidays, we got your back. We do not let people down. We take care of people here and out there. And so anybody that's usually in our circle, it's about the people.
Right.
I'm not going to say, oh, man, I'm not. You fit in this lane. We don't fit in one lane. Happy holidays. I see you there. We are actually on a broadcast live. We will be rolling into the podcast, and that's why you'll hear me emphasizing some words. Now, I'm a truth teller, so here it is. Radio. So we're on multiple channels right now, so I wanted to warn you real quick that what we're doing. But Katie Beth, I got to come back to the music. Music is medicinal to me. So being in radio, writing songs, I have been paying attention to you. I love your hat, by the way. It looks like an
Thank you.
American hat company.
Actually, I think it's Rodeo King.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
check that out. I would love to hear more. Like Katie Beth, you're in Texas.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
in the music scene, and you're in the finale this weekend for the Texas State Songwriters Championship 10-year anniversary finale. Say that all at once. Congratulations.
Say it.
Right?
Because it's a
Well,
mouthful. But no, we're really excited to be able to be a part of this. This is my first year out on my own with my own band. Before that, I was in music for a couple years, traveling with another band full time. So this year has been a huge blessing. It has been a learning curve, and I'm very, very blessed to have a fantastic band. God took, White Horse, my big song White Horse, and just completely went all the way to the top with it. So we've had so much success this year in such a short amount of time, and we're still, going up the mountain. So I'm very excited. We're leaving tomorrow for the Texas State Songwriter Championship. So I'm excited to get to see all of our new friends and to perform. We'll be at Pearl Saloon on Saturday to perform.
yes.
So we're excited about that and everything. So
I am too for you. I mean, we've had several, so we're doing back-to-back shows, everybody, for Christmas, especially for the reason we're all coming together is between radio, the music industry, there's a lot going on, right? Like it's a whole new era going on in digital era of music industry too. That was kind of one of those areas that I was like, I'm just going to hang back a little bit and pay attention. And
Right.
I'm glad that I did. I ended up into multiple areas, I am saying thank you. I am grateful to not only T3R, Texas Regional Radio, Music Awards, Music Reports. I have to say it, T3R. I got to shout it out. They got our veterans taken care of. I got to shout out to Texas Free Radio. I mean, the Texas State Songwriter 10-year finale this weekend, Katie Beth will be one of the finalists in that. So Katie,
I'll be there.
exactly. I cannot make it. So I was like, look, this is what I'll do. I'll get you rolling out here. We want everybody to figure out who's going to be there, who is Listen, when we say patriots on this show, by the way, it's good people. You do not have to be in the military. We do take care of our first responders, our fallen, especially the border. There's just a lot going on. And so music can bring everybody together. It's like a universal language. And honestly, it's very therapeutic for me. So, Katie, what has been your experience? You're in Texas. You're awesome. Stand by, everybody. I have her songs. I promise. I want you to share this. I see your comments too. You mentioned a song. We're gonna make sure they hear that one.
Good.
Tell me like where we can go find you. Obviously, at it's KatieBethMusic.com.
It's KatieBethMim.com. Yeah.
I was doing that all day. You're like saying it's MIHM. I want to say that right now to everybody. It's
Right there.
KatieBethMIHM.com, and I'll pull it up on the screen for us. Your last name got me all day. I could remember it because I'd go Sergeant, Marine, and then they use last names. So I was like, I need to do it for Katie Beth. But I guess some of us. Are you from Texas, Katie Beth?
Yes, ma'am. I was born in Hereford, Texas, in the
Wow.
cow capital of the world.
Well, there you go. And so Katie Beth, and normally I would say Tracy Ann over here. I use two-step from my son. So Katie Beth just rolls out. That's why all day it's like Katie Beth, Katie Beth. So
Yeah.
Katie Beth, we'll pull up her website in a minute. But when did you get started in music?
Professionally, about 3 years ago, there was a band that was locally over here that they needed a backup singer. So it was actually Rye Wolf is who it was. And we have a funny story kind of about that, but me and my husband have a ranch in Childress as well as where we live on our ranch here. Anyway, he asked me before we were married, he said, hey, you want to go on a date? And I'm going to take you to this, the ranch. We're going to fill deer feeders with corn. So I was like, okay, that sounds like a great date. So we worked our butts off all afternoon, and it was hot. It was like 100 degrees or something or more.
Texas.
Yes. And so we filled deer feeders all afternoon. And then he told me, he said, well, I'm going to take you to this little barbecue place in town. I don't think they're open anymore, but so he said, well, there's a guy playing there and I really want you to, I think we'll have a good time. So I was like, okay. So we went and we got there and we ate and everything. And whenever the guy was done singing, Rusty's like, hey, my girlfriend can sing, sir. Let her sing something. And I was like, good Lord, have mercy. So I pulled out my best, like I think I did Shania Twain.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. And
Nice.
so Rye looked at me and he goes, I'm actually trying to hire a backup singer for my band. And he's like, would you be interested? And I was thinking, oh God, because I was already put on the spot. I had to sing for everybody and Jesus in there. So that was awkward, but I did.
Cheese and rice, please.
So we have a joke about it that it all started, at the barbecue place, and the rest has been history. So Rye mentored me for, a couple years. And then one day he told me, he said, things are going to slow down a little bit. And I think you should get your own band and go out on the road. I think you're ready. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we did. And here we are. And, we've been extremely successful. I give God 100% of that credit because honestly, like whenever I met my husband, I was taking a semester off from, I was fixing to go to vet school to be a large animal science major.
Oh, wow.
So singing was nowhere on my radar at all. And I was a really good student. I had like a 4.1 GPA. I was doing really good. And I wanted to be a doctor around where we live. Anyway, so I think it's funny because God's like, nope, you're not going to do that. I'm going to put you completely over here where, and you're going to sing. So that's kind of what happened. And
well, she's always been able to sing and write songs.
Yeah,
I knew that when I met her, and I knew that she never was around the right people to get the opportunity.
Right.
So that's where I was like, I want to help make that happen, and that's when we went and saw Rye play.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'm gonna put her in front of everybody I can that's in this industry
Aw.
and give her, because she's always had people that never backed her in the past, and
Oh,
so
wow.
I know she can do it. So I've got the gall to go in front of anybody and everybody and make it happen. So
That's
That-
the Marine. That's
That
the Sergeant Marine.
yeah,
That was also a learning curve. I had some family in the military, but I had never, I'd never dated or really, I've never dated anybody that was in the military or let alone married somebody in the military. And he was already retired when we met. But that was also a learning curve because I realized that he was going to be my personal drill sergeant. So I had to-
Exactly. Hey, you have the best though. Working with Rusty, which is your husband, being in the Marines, I'm telling you, like everything has been just like lined up great. So you've
Yeah.
got that part great. You're gonna make it, and you're on radio or you're going anywhere. Just be like, here you go. Just run this like you had to do it in the military. I bet, right, Rusty? It's like, hey, put on
Yeah.
Yeah.
put on your hat, and we're doing it. And that's where that comes from. But you should take credit for that, actually. Take credit, say, hey, wait, I am a wife of a veteran that served in the military. So that's my tip. I feel like the family also serves. So I think you can take all that credit as well and use it literally. I happened to make a call tonight and I was very happy with the response that I got. And I said, listen, I found another veteran band that also has a female. Like, okay, women, come on. Like, we need to be supporting each other. Like, where are we? Where's the tribe? Where's my village? Like that's what it's about. It's supposed to be about that. So that's what we're looking to build and have been building. And so I would get, hey, when you find like a female, like, well, give me some more. They're like, right now, like a female and maybe just one other thing. But it was like, there's so many males right now, which we love. We love all kinds of music here. We got a lot of people. It's about the people. But the call, literally, I hadn't seen them in a while, and I'm kind of like you. So it was like a radio, like a quiet person in the industry of music and not really let it be known. And I'm more comfortable on this in talking to you than I would be getting back on one. Someone pulled me up as backup. That's what happened to me. And I was like, I think I'm going to go back to radio and write. Like, it's medicinal. What you do for me is therapeutic. The writing part for me is where I'm like, okay, yeah, let me stay in my lane. But Katie, I want to point this out to everybody. So Katie Beth, actually, your songs, pretty much all of them, you write all of your music.
Yeah, I read everything. Yeah.
She does. She really does. I mean, I was like, hey, I was asking the basic stuff. She's got it. She's between the writing, the music, the arrangement. And I was like, all right, bring it on. Because
what's crazy is before I met Rusty, I had only wrote one song like ever. And I just didn't, I guess I had writer's block and I wasn't completely sure what to do.
I made her do push-ups until she got
I can barely do one push-up.
I was going to say, you're out of the military. However, we'll give it to you because you did serve. We give a lot of grace in that area because of, well, we've lived it and we know. So, and everybody should in this country. Come on, like our freedom, our rights, the reason that we're doing everything that we're doing. For instance, if you're going to go on a radio station or you're going to go play somewhere, it's a damn free country, right? I want to hear good music and I want to hear country. I want to hear rock. I want to hear like a multiple genre set.
Yeah.
And man, if I've got a female here who's writing her own music and taking care of business and she's that damn good, I'm like, yeah, I found one. Let me talk to you. What can you tell us more? So Katie, you grew up. So Katie Beth, you're from here. You're a Texan through and through, out there hustling. And now you'll be with the songwriter finale this weekend. And I won't be there, but you'll be there with a lot of the friends that I have and in an area around Fort Worth, which is very famously known for its live music.
Yes,
so
yeah.
It is exciting. There's a lot that happens where you'll be, that's for sure. You'll be at Pearls. Anybody out there paying attention, she's playing at Pearls. But Katie Beth, about you and your songs, I have to ask you this, like, I'm not the kind of person that's like, what is your style of music? Like, I'm like, music, if it's good music. So here's the big question that people say, well, what kind of music do you like, Tracy? I'm like, good music. And they're like, huh? I'm like, good music. Like, if it's really good music, you can feel it, you know it, you want it, right? So to me, you fall in that lane. You're that patriot. You're that person, the people, like, you grab a hold of that heart and you can feel what you're writing. Like you mentioned, can you tell me more about your song, the White Horse? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, ma'am. So on White Horse, that song's actually about my dad. My dad was a pro cowboy, and he passed away a couple years ago. And I guess it was 2 Christmases ago, I was sitting at the piano. I have this huge upright piano from the 1800s. It's beautiful.
Wow.
And I was sitting there, and I had our Christmas lights on and everything, and I was just sitting there, and I was missing my dad, you know, and I sat there, and I was just kind of playing the keys on it a little bit, just messing around with it, and all of a sudden I heard the Holy Spirit start singing this song to me. So I was like, okay, this is good. So I was like, I wrote it down and I heard the melody and everything. And then I thought, man, this is a big thing. You know, it's important. So I sat there and kind of prayed at my piano, and I was like, if this is supposed to be a thing I'm supposed to do, you know, please just pave the way for me. And it hit charts in the top of the charts, and it just completely blew up. And
so
it was
like
insane.
it didn't chart here, but it charted in Europe. We never even marketed over there, but then it got
Well,
selected here for Texas Country Music Association's top picks
for the year
for this year.
Yeah, and it was my very first year, you know, doing music like on my own and having my own band and everything. So this was all completely new territory for me. And you know, everything has been a blessing. But I write a lot of music. Like I try to write a few new songs a month. And so I just keep those, and then we just kind of work on them. Right now we're in the studio doing a new song that'll be out sometime in January, and it's amazing.
Are you allowed to tell us the name?
Yeah, I think so. It's called Here I Go.
We've been performing it live already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
as
a
long
song.
as you've already got it digital, you're covered.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's called Here I Go, but it's a song about being married. You know, we had our 2nd anniversary in September, and I sat down and wrote this song kind of for us, for me and him, you know, for that. But every single song that I have is a personal experience, and I feel like the most important thing to me about my music is it doesn't matter what someone thinks about it, like what genre it is or whatever. It's how I connect with my audience. I want to captivate people. I want to have something that is relatable.
Keep talking.
I want something that's relatable to everybody, that everybody can relate to. And because at the end of the day, like I do write this song, but it's not for me. You know, it's for a lot of people. Like I want to bring happiness, and I want to bring comfort and things like that. So I try to get that across in my music.
Can I say something about White Horse?
No.
So White Horse, right? Like we talked.
They're married. I'm not going there.
it's done huge in Europe, and we never marketed it there. And then the TCMA's picked it for their top pick. But like for radio, everybody says it's not good enough, but it keeps popping up. It's a God thing to me, because everybody says no, and then here it comes again. And they say no, and here it comes. And no, like right now, it's out for radio distribution. I don't know if any radio stations are playing it or not. We haven't really followed it, but that song keeps coming back. That says something.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's more than a song, actually, because I knew there was something there when I listened to it, and that's why I wanted to know where it came from. I heard it and I went, this is more than a song. This came from your life, your heart. This is a piece of you,
Right.
literally.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
this song, I knew. I was like, we need to make sure everybody hears this song, because when you can feel a song like that, there's emotion behind it that came from a real, true story. And so
Yes.
for me, just as somebody on the outside that was like, wow, this does need to be playing on the radio station when I turned it on, or you go to your independent artist, by the way, or, pick up a phone and call somebody that I worked with. I won't say where, but like, you need to listen. Like, I want you to pay attention to somebody that I have found, and I'm going to tell you it's worth it. And everyone out there listening, I'm talking to all of you as, anybody. I want to say this for you, Katie Beth, because, in the digital era, for our musicians out there, songwriters, or anyone in radio, like what we're doing right now, or you're actually on a broadcast too, by the way. It's a digital era. We have all these labels down here: Spotify, Apple, iTunes. We're on Amazon. We are with a Heroes Veterans Broadcasting Network, literally. So all of these different things that we're doing to get this message out, if we do not have you as anyone paying attention right now, or you're going to listen to the podcast, or you're going to watch it tomorrow, if you don't go to Spotify, if you like iHeart, wherever it is you're getting your music, wherever you want to listen, this is my ears. Wherever you want to listen, you're going to hear Katie Beth's music. You'll also see the show. Do me a favor. You've got to create a playlist, please. I'd love to see a playlist that's veterans music, patriots music, and let's start that chart and get it flowing, because I really want everybody out there listening to you right now, Katie Beth and Rusty. If you do not put their music on a playlist as an individual, you can just go right now and get music so easy. The artists do not get the credit. Like, we have to support our artists. So the best thing you can do out there, I'm going to give you this advice. Please go, number one, like and follow all of their stuff. Number two, please create a playlist of music. I hope you're going to listen to it, but if you're not, create that playlist. Put veteran music, patriot music, and I'm saying that because you're on this show right now, but good music, whatever you want to put. But I'd love to see you do patriot music, Patriot Fest. That's what I'm all about. Put Katie Beth there in your playlist, because that's how you support your artists nowadays. So I wanted to do that. I was like, we have to always do that when we have our artists on, and make sure same thing happens for the shows. Same thing happens in radio nowadays. So, Katie Beth, your experience out there in Texas and you mentioned something, Rusty, I kind of tuned into, which was radio and White Horse, and wanting to hear that on radio. What radio station would you love to hear that on? Like what? What did you want?
Any of them, 95.9, The Ranch.
The Ranch.
Any of the Texas country red dirt stations. And then, we've got music too for them as well, not just White Horse, but yeah, just any of them that support that claim to support the Texas independent artists, right? Because now there's this shift, right? And I remember growing up in the Texas country scene early on. You had Red Dirt was Cross Canadian Ragweed, Stony LaRue, The Great Divide, and then Texas country was Pat Green, Corey Morrow, Roger Craig, and they're like, who are your influences? And they're like, well, we listen to Jerry Jeff Walker and Robert Earl Keen. Well, those guys were classified as Americana, right? Then those genres kind of clashed. And so now you've got this new thing, like with you got Cody Johnson, who's in Nashville now, and that's Texas country, right? I'm like, well, he's singing with Jelly Roll. Nothing against him. Love Cody Johnson. Very happy for him. He did it on his own terms.
Yeah.
And he's still doing good things. But now there's this expectation that we're going to be doing kind of the pop country thing, right?
I will not do pop country.
And this is, we're not doing it, right? So you get the coin
person.
that if you have a lot of
Hey,
acoustic,
it's all good.
that you're Americana, or if you're a little bit too country, you're not Texas. I mean, there's just all this back and forth.
So,
right?
hey,
so we came up with our own.
I
genre.
came up, so I was telling Rusty the other day, he was telling me, he's like, well, these people don't want you, honey, because you're not Texas country. And these people say you're too Americana, but then they're like, no, you're too Texas country. And so I was getting, handled between the two. So finally I said, okay, let me think about it for a second. And I said, all right. I'm Texicana. I'm both.
You are actually. I think we all are, to be honest. So it's very interesting that you brought that up. When I hear that, I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Like, I feel like we are all Americana. I feel like we are all in that area. So that's kind of a touchy subject when you come to a station when it's about the people. And then it's about the people that give you the rights to be able to go and even speak in your amendments. Right. And then you're saying that I can't go hear you on a station. I'm like, hold up. We got an issue. We got to get a hold of some people that understand how it works. So the way that works is you go to the people. So pick up a phone. Hey, I had to do the same thing. I without going into my story, I don't mind it. It's just, this is about you. I kind of stood back a little bit and I was watching and I just was trying to figure out like what is happening here because of the shift, right? There's a shift. And I was like, I'm just going to watch a little bit. And I did. And like Rusty, a lot of veterans in where I'm at in the Patriot lane of the world considered, they call it Gold Star. There's nothing golden about it, by the way. But being in that lane, it was like, let me go find my fellow patriots and just kind of like see what's rolling here. And by doing that and hanging back, I was like, wait a minute. I see exactly what's happening. And there's great people out there. So there's always going to be a few, right? Anywhere you go, I feel like it's a third. It's like, great, good, run.
And there's still some stations out there doing really good about playing.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some so close to where we live, Amarillo. Craig Vaughn's been playing her stuff. He's very supportive of the independent artists, right? You've got there's a station in North Dakota that she did an interview with that played some of her stuff. Now there's a station in California, and then Oklahoma has some. But we're Texas, right? We're supposed to be Texas. Trying to get the Texas stations is what we're really trying to market, where we've been told no a lot, right? So
I'm to the point, honestly, where I just kind of laugh it off because I'm like,
we have to do that.
In the capital of the world, and I am a cow-punching cowgirl, I promise.
You're the very definition.
It doesn't get more Texas country than this.
You're the very definition. So see, obviously, I knew this part before rolling. Everybody knows I don't lie. I'm literally like the truth teller. So it's like, be careful. In a good way. Let me point that out. In radio, you do have a lot of good people still around. Yeah. Buzz is still around. You got Tammy. She's been around for a while. I'm not going to say a long time, I'm not going to go there. But Buzz, you've got Texas Daily, you've got Tammy. They've been doing it for a really long time. And so I got to meet a lot of these people in the very beginning of how it was. Right. And now that it's changing, and I came back because I was like the young one, just kind of like laying back and doing a lot of the grunt work is what you call it. Right. I do know they're out there. So I do love that you said that, Rusty. Like, we got to support the station still. I am about supporting the people, the stations, but I hear what you're saying. You're not the first one. And I actually experienced it trying to like jump back into. I was like, wait, hold up. What am I missing here? And then, you know, I kind of ran into the same thing. It was like, well, you're not this enough or you're not that enough. But if you can find me this, I'm like, seriously? Like, and I'll say cheese and rice. I just said that. I know it's cheesy, but I will not say it the other way.
Right.
Give me a break. Like, good music, veteran in front of my screen, born in Texas, cattle, land. Are you kidding me? You can't get any more Texas than that, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
do I need to take you to Nashville or and then it'll start rolling? That's a no. Although I love Nashville too. We do work with Nashville as well. I grew up there. So whereas you grew up here, I grew up in Nashville. I've been here long enough though that I think they would say I qualify as a, they say, a Texan, I guess. And I love Texas because Texas is authentic right now as far as its artists and the independents. And so we have a lot of our veterans and patriots in Nashville and in Texas and all over. You happen to mention North Dakota.
Yeah, I lived there at one point, so I'm familiar with North Dakota.
Yeah, it's interesting. They literally are like pulling up on Texas music big time. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, come on, Texas. The size of Texas, the artists that we have, we just have to start moving forward. And as we know, and I know that you both know this, Katie Beth, and again, we are live right now with Katie Beth music, and it's Katie Beth, MIH.com. I want to make sure they understand where to find you. Again, you can find Katie Beth, MIHM. She's on every platform that you can find, and we have tagged the heck out of everywhere you can find her. So Katie Beth's music is real. It's authentic. It's Texas. It's, to be honest with you, Katie Beth, it's what it's the emotions of the people in the heart. So
Yeah.
I don't put you in a category at all. You are a songwriting soul. You're going to be that storyteller that is just the longevity of what you're writing about is the emotions of the people. So, and I think we're catching up. We're getting there. It's a matter of people like you speaking up and going, hello, we're going to do something about it. And you probably already know that I'm kind of that way too. It's like, well, fine. If you're going to keep kicking, then let me go this way, and let's just start our own little village here, and we'll make this happen. So, we appreciate everyone out there, like TCMAs right now, Texas Country Music Association. There's a lot going on.
We got to go there.
Yeah.
This is our
We're there.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yeah, we're both members of it, and he told me, he said, "Hey, we're gonna go, to the TCMAs," and I didn't know what to expect or what to think, and we had a great time, and it was a bunch of great people and great music, and we got to meet a lot of new friends that we'll be seeing at Pearl Saloon this weekend, and it's been a blessing. So TCMA's was great.
It is. And so a friend of mine was there, and there's a lot going on. As I mentioned, there's people on the move. Shout out to Sunny and Vicky Sauceda. That's a husband and wife team. She's a good friend. And I happened to call her the other day, and I was like, Vicky, we need to talk. So as you talk about husband and wife working together, they've been working together for a while now. Sunny is heading up for the TCMAs and like trying to get young blood in, and it's like, all right, let's roll with this, because
So we actually,
Yeah, we
go
got
ahead.
to Sunny
I
at
don't know
the
if he
TCMAs.
realized it was us, but like we were kind of standing off to the side and he came over and
He introduced himself to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do know who you are, actually. So, but I'll make sure like 100,000%. So I went straight to Vicky.
It was actually really nice for me because we only knew like I think 2 people that were there. Or
Yeah.
people that were there. So there's 1,000 people there walking around, and Sonny came up to us and introduced himself. We were standing around where they had the whiskey,
The Pendleton
the
booth.
Pendleton
Yeah.
booth, on the red carpet area. And I was standing there and I was watching everybody on the red carpet, and I told my husband, I was like, man, I hope we're there next year, and this is so cool. And then Sonny came up to us and he's like, hey, well, how's it going? And he was super nice, and it made me feel better. So, and then we went to Uncle Rhino while we were there, and Cynthia Anderson. That was really fun, and we had a fun time with them. So,
well, I do every one of those you just mentioned. I do know. I have not met I call him Uncle Rhino is who they're speaking about in person, but we are all working together. And then Sonny as well, Sonny Sauceda. He's up right now with the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. T3R, by the way. I want y'all to check that out. I'm all about supporting our artists. So I have to, when we're talking about all these lanes, I want to make sure we're doing that. T3R, Texas Regional Radio Music Reports. T3R, Texas Regional Radio Music Awards is coming upon us. Sonny's in there. Sonny Sauceda. Chuck Weimer's in there. He's a veteran. CW 20 Hands High, CW Wooten. So we've got several veterans up right now in Texas. There's a big movement happening. And when Rusty and I got to talking, I was like, wait a minute. I happened to come upon something and some information, and I went, there are good people that are saying we need to start taking care of the very people who allow us to do what we do every day. Right. And so the 2 calls I needed to make, I was like, I want you to pay attention to Katie Beth and also Rusty. I'm going to give you credit here. He's in the van, y'all. He's not just telling her what to do. Right. I don't think he tells you what to do anyway. No, I think it's...
I ask her what she done and I make it happen.
I already knew that. I was like, you could tell earlier she did this to you. I was like, that's good stuff. No, Sonny, yes, he is amazing. So the fact that he's stepping up into that, that's opening a door for all of us who are now, I'm not in that young age, the grunt work age. I'm not old either, but what I'm saying is it's like we're helping now. Let's help turn this corner to where we kind of bridge it together, meaning I do respect the hell out of the TCMA and CMA individuals, both females that have been a driving force in music, not only here, but also out of Nashville, the CMAs, the Josies, things that I've been a part of, and here in Texas, like what's going on. So what I want to see, Katie Beth, is you on the Texas Regional Radio Stations Awards and show. I want to see you on that stage as a fresh face next year. So that's what I'm pitching. So shout out right now. You know who you are. We call him the big fish. I got your fresh face for you. So this is your fresh face for next year. Miss Katie Beth Men right here. You got Rusty, her husband, Sergeant in the Marines, plays in the band, damn good on the guitar. So in the writing, the whole package is right here. You also have someone else out there right now that's paying attention. So anything to do with your music, do exactly what you're saying. No. This is not, but hey, I am American. Is that what you mean? Because I'm American and I love country. All right, let's play some music. That's what you say. Like, yeah, that's what I am. So, and I am a Texan. So, you're authentic. Like
something that's also authentic about us too is like, I play an instrument that I've never seen anybody else play except one person, and that one person is Dolly Parton. She plays one. And but like as far as around here goes, right now, as far as I know, I'm the only female artist from the Texas Panhandle around here, for hours, and we have a full band. You know, we have 6 people in our band, but I play the dulcimer is what I play.
Yes.
Nobody's ever heard of it or knows what it is really.
When you said Dolly Parton, I already knew just from my background, but yes, I wanted you to say that. I was like, I'm hoping
Well,
everybody understands.
she plays a lap dulcimer. I play a
Yes.
long dulcimer. So it's a little bit different, but it sounds like a cross between a banjo and a mandolin kind of. But I recently started playing the mandolin too, and then I bought a banjo. So I'm trying to learn that also, but we try to bring, we have so many different influences on our music as far as what it sounds like, but it just works. Like we have our own sound. And I think that's important in the industry we're in. I don't want to sound like everybody else. You know, I'm not the cookie cutter, you know, girl that's blonde haired and blue eyed or whatever. You know, I came in here.
Hazel.
But you know what I mean, though. Like
It's not real. It's okay.
When I was at the TCMAs, I kind of looked around for a second and I told my husband, I was like, do you realize there's not really like, there's a lot of women that look similar here. And I'm like, you know, and recently we went into a recording studio in Amarillo, and you know, the owner of the studio, he kind of looked at me when I came in and he said, well, I heard you've been making a lot of waves in the country music industry. He goes,
that's a good thing.
It is, yes. But I told him because I walked in the studio and I think I had my stovepipe boots on, so they were up to my knees, and then he just kind of looked at me like, you're here to do something crazy, aren't you? So
yeah.
It all worked out stuff, but I'm definitely.
So I'm trying to look to see if I have a picture of you with your instrument, and from everything that you sent me here, because I want to make sure, because a lot of people do not know what you're talking about when we talk about that instrument.
So on our website, pictures,
like
the main picture on our website, I think it's right there.
Yes. So Katie Beth Mem, you can go straight to the website. Katie Beth, just like it sounds, Katie Beth Mem is MIHM.com, KatieBethMem.com. Check her out for her music. But guess what? She's in a finale this weekend, and I'm going to pull up that flyer really quick for those that are going to watch the actual broadcast. And that is right here. That is the Texas Songwriters Championship. That is this weekend. You can, Uncle Rhino's like way up there. I can see you, Katie Beth, as well, right there. You're correct. That brown hair standing out. You're right. And I love the hat too. So the genre of the music that's going on here and just the lineup, I'm like, holy cow, this is why we're all exhausted, right? It's like, okay. It's going to be so much fun. You're going to be in a room with, my goodness, these are going to be names that later everybody's going to go, oh yeah, like, let's go. And that's the Texas State Songwriters. That is this weekend. And we'll pull up that website for them as well, which is also part of Texas BREW Radio. I got to shout that out there. We are also part of Texas BREW Radio, Patriot Fest, a couple of things going on. We have a lot of friends in a lot of different places. I really don't feel like I fit into one category either, to be honest, and the laying low. But you're right. I was like, dang. But listen, when I get off of the screen, like I came out from the airport, hair's up, sweats on, boots, hat, and like, huh, is that you? And I'm like, yeah, it's me. Like that's what you get. I think that's great. Like you do, you're authentic. Like what's wrong with that? It's the most.
Our last podcast that we had, I have a confession to make since you brought that up. You know, I dressed up, you know, right? But like I was wearing sweatpants. So I looked fancy, but I was really wearing sweatpants under the table. So
hey, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not going to stand up right now. I'll just say that. I am comfortable.
Hey, there's no judgment here.
No, don't put me in some high heels and just I can't do it. It just hurts. It's like it's not worth that. It's not what it's about, right? It's about the music. And so if I didn't even see a picture and I just heard the music, it's good music is what it's about. And so, Katie, I have a few things in here right now that I want to pull up for you. So for everybody out there, again, you're with Katie Beth Mim, MIHM.com for her music. Katie Beth will be this weekend at Pearl's Saloon in Fort Worth, Texas for the Texas State Songwriter Finale. She is in the finale. So many songs that are beautiful, honestly, and we want to get her up and playing on radio and in more shows. I want to see you at the music awards is what I want to see. So there is a big movement going on, and I'm really happy about it. So I was happy to run into both of you. And so what usually happens here at Patriots Inside the Wire, Rusty, I guarantee you know what that inside the wire really means. There's a meaning in radio, and then there's a meaning in the other world. And it's the safe zone. It's like you're inside an area that is going to be safe. So comforting and take care of the people. You step outside of that. I've had a couple of people go, outside the wire. I'm like, no, do not say that. We are inside the wire. So two meanings, inside the wire radio and then inside the wire to take care of our people and those that have been serving, whether it's our first responders, veterans, our medical professionals. Go ahead, good people. So as far as that goes, I feel like we cover a giant part of that. Now, I'm just not going to even elaborate any further on the rest of it. I don't say everybody, but you did say something I agree with, Katie Beth, and that is I don't want everybody the same. Can you imagine like the world, like all of us, that cookie cutter?
Yeah.
No, that's a complete opposite of what we're supposed to do. So I'm glad you said that. That's a patriot move. That is a classic veteran artist industry. And that's what I keep running into. And I'm like, dang, we're just going to build it like our own Patriot charts, our own festival, the Patriot Fest. We're going to collaborate with multiple people, multiple stations, shows, genres. So I kind of fell into that too. So I'm glad that I found you. So Katie Beth again, Katie Beth Music, writing, singing. She plays. She's born in Texas. About as authentic as you can get when it comes to her music. So I have right here with me for Katie Beth, you sent a few things in here. And what I usually do towards the end here is I definitely want your music played. So everybody pay attention out there to what's coming up. And then I'll pull up some pictures. And they're going to have pictures of Katie Beth and her husband, Rusty. And then what you'll see, you're going to see some veterans and some other people that we want to remember here around the holiday time. This is considered part of our Christmas edition. So happy holidays to you, whatever it is that works for you. Over here, I got to go by my faith. Keeps me going every single day. But I'm not allowed to judge. I'm not allowed to do any of that. I feel like the only one that's going to tell me anything is up there. So whatever works for someone else, that's fine. I just may not need to be there. Right? Hey, just, I need to go a different way. And doing the era of what's going on right now, I'm glad I made that choice a while back. So it's just what works for me. And I'm pretty sure y'all know why. It's no filter anymore. When you have things happen in life and you just get to a certain point where you're like, why? Just don't even mince the words. Like, life is short. People need to take care of people. It's that easy. Kindness is the easiest word in the dictionary right there. I have your songs right here. And I mean, I have Kick Rocks. I have, obviously, we have your White Horse that I have to play. So we have to play that one. And then we have Dark End of the Gun. I was like, I'm asking her, you wrote that song. Do you have a story there too?
Yes, ma'am.
I knew you
So
did.
one day, one day, me and Rusty were sitting eating in our kitchen, and he was sitting there, and I kept looking at him, and he kind of looked at me funny, and he goes, "You should write a song about vets." And I was like thinking, at that time, I was a brand new songwriter, so I was thinking, wow, that's like a really, really respectful and important, hard thing to do, and I don't know if I can do it, but I was like, okay, I'll try. So I started asking him questions, and I was asking him, whenever you were in Iraq, what were some things that were going through your mind? Like at night, whenever you were sitting there laying, because he had to sleep sometimes under his Humvee, and in the sand. And I asked him, I said, what was going through your mind in these times, or what were you thinking about? And were you thinking about being at home? And I can't just imagine all the things that they think about. And so I asked him, I said, what were you thinking whenever you'd look through a scope at somebody and you knew that that was about to be the last second of their life or your life or whatever? What's going through your mind at that moment? And so that was my inspiration for the song. And so the song is about what each person's thinking on each side in that moment.
Each side of the gun.
Each side of it.
And I think, can I say something? Sorry.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
think
fine.
even more perspective.
I'm not married to you. She is.
No, sorry. So she's talking about the active duty guy, the adversary guy.
And then
right?
the guy that's at home. too.
Now, what about the veteran when he
Yeah.
gets back?
Yeah.
The 22, right? We hear about the number, the 22 veteran lives lost a day to suicide because
Yes.
PTSD. That's also part of Dark
Yes,
End of the
it's
Gun.
yeah. So the song represents not only an active soldier, it also represents, when they come home, what's going through their mind when they're staring off into space, sitting in their chair in the living room, or their family, their wife, their mother, or whoever, what is going on at that moment. And so I wanted it to be a captivating and compelling song that comforted people and made people more aware of how to love these guys.
Exactly. I have to put this out because we're mentioning a certain subject, and just because we're on multiple channels, I want to make sure we do this. We're talking about a subject that is very deep on this channel, and we talk about it a lot. So we get flagged a lot for this subject, but I'm not going to stop talking about it. I want you to talk about it. I want you to write about this subject, but I have to say this now. So with this subject goes, if anyone is out there and you're in need of help, I really mean this. I would rather get on a phone with you than someone call and say, show up at this place at this time because you're not here. I'm not showing up for that reason. I'll show up for you right now.
Right.
Call 988 if you or someone you know is in need of help, and please reach out. I don't want you gone. But Rusty, I do know exactly what you're talking about, unfortunately. I won't go further in it, but I know it well. And unfortunately, that 22 a day, I try to tell people to remember we actually have 3 to 5 that are active duty, literally. And everybody kind of forgets that number. And I'm like, every day we've got 3 to 5, and it's growing. It depends on where you're at. So I stick at 5 that aren't here, and it's various reasons. But there are reasons that when you take that oath, foreign and domestic, again, I'll say it, foreign and domestic, when you're in the military, it's 24/7. Like, you're owned by the military. And that is a very important oath. So when we lose our own service members that are serving our country here on U.S. soil, it makes that mama, that roar come out of me where I'm like, I got to take care of the 3 to 5. I happen to be living that part of that number. So I do the 22 plus 3 plus 1 plus, and it's like,
Right.
let's keep adding on there and taking care of the people. So I knew when I saw that song, and of course I have it, but we want to make sure to let everybody know. So again, Katie Beth Mim, MIHM.com. I want you to check out her music, but what I'm going to do right now, Katie, I'm going to go ahead and pull up one of those. How do you want to do this? Which song would you like first, and then which one last?
So, do you want to? You said you had 3.
She has White Horse.
I did.
Okay. I mean, I would probably say go ahead and maybe do Dark End since it's a fresh subject. And then I will say this real fast. If anybody is having difficulties or problems, they need to listen to White Horse because it is a way for the Lord to love on you and comfort you. So maybe end with that one. And I think
I thought the same thing, that you're the artist and this is your music. So I like to say yours. It is yours, but it is for all of us out here for a lot of healing for me. So music is medicinal. That's where I fall. Hey, she's back there. Oh my goodness, I see her. You have someone else that's in our tribe coming. So hang tight there. I see you. Hang on for us. We are going to, let's say hi to her real quick, and I'll tell you who she is, and then I'll pull it down for the music. So Nadia, I am about to pull you to say hi real quick to Katie Beth and Rusty because I want y'all to know each other. So Katie Beth, are you ready? Are you ready, Nadia? I'm looking at her. Are you ready, Nadia, to just say hi real quick?
Hey.
There she is. Hey, girl, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm good. It's nice to meet y'all.
It's nice to see you, Nadia. This is Katie Beth and Rusty. They are here in Texas. We're talking about music, the industry, and lanes. And she's the second half of the show. We're about to roll straight into music. So I was like, perfect, right? She's rolling in Nashville there right now. What I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to pull up some of Katie Beth's songs, Nadia. And then we've got the art gallery here, Rusty. And that was a special thing because you're here and she just popped on. So they're all showing up for you. That's a good thing. So Nadia, you got to hang tight because I've got you covered too. Miss Lori is here from the Tree of Valor specifically. You may want to turn your camera there horizontal. Both of you here on the left side. I mean, Katie Beth, could you and Miss Lori? Yes, it works. It works. You may want to tilt it up a little, but it's up to you. You don't have to, but it covers it there. And if you want to hang backstage a little bit while we're doing the songs, that's fine too. Just, you know me, do the Tracy, like, hold up. You want me to hold up? And then we'll talk about Tree of Valor and Rusty's the veteran in the gallery.
Oh.
Hey, Lori rolls with me all the time. She's with the Tree of Valor. The Tree of Valor is just amazing and beautiful. We've got Miss Nadia Bay here. Nadia is going to knock you out with her music as well. Katie Beth and I have been here an hour, literally, talking about music and her songwriting, Lori and Nadia, and all of our viewers out there, all of you. We're about to play music, and here we're rolling. And as you know, you can send me a message, any of you. Right now, Mrs. Lori Rusty served in the Marines as a sergeant. Nadia, that's Rusty. This is Katie Beth. Mrs. Lori and I know each other very well by working hard to take care of everyone. Her son served as well in the Marines, so I'm getting outnumbered here, but not really, because 1, 2, 3, okay, 4 women, 1 guy in the Marines.
And Amber's coming too, because she's actually at the gallery. She's at the gallery where I could not be because I have to head out on a trip tomorrow. So early in the morning.
Okay.
So Amber's actually at the gallery so she can do the trees for you.
That was special for Rusty too tonight. So they're at the actual art gallery. So we'll hang tight for that. Right now, what I'll do is I'm going to be pulling up pictures anyway. So I'm going to pull you down. Hang tight, Nadia, please. She already knew. She's like, I need the later time. I was like, okay, good. So Lori at Tree of Valor and Nadia, hang tight there, and let's get Katie Beth's music. And I want to know what you think, because you know me, I'm going to be like this. You're coming back. I know you're not going to do that to me, but hold tight. The Tree of Valor is coming from the gallery. So Lori, Nadia, do me a favor. Share, put it out there that you're on. You can find Patriots Inside the Wire. We're on Instagram Live right now. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're rolling with radio, but the easiest thing right now for you would be Instagram, Facebook, platforms, YouTube.
Okay.
And hang tight and let's listen to this. So Nadia, hold on tight. Lori as well. Katie Beth, here we go. I'm actually even going to remove me because this is all about you and your music. Hold tight, everyone. Here comes the music by Miss Katie Beth Mim, KatieBethMim.com, and Rusty as well.
I thought I had to be the cutest thing you've ever seen, chase you around this town, but I only look like a clown. You always made me be the worst version of me. I didn't know you'd hurt me, but now I do. So kick rocks, find someone else to wash your socks, baby, I'm over you. So tired of feeling blue, go out and kick rocks. Ooh, 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 ooh. Then one day you see me, babe, how you gonna miss me like you do, like you do. I'll have a diamond on one hand, the other in my hands. Think about how you blew your chance. Go on and kick rocks. Find someone else to wash your socks, baby, I'm over you. So tired of feeling blue, go out and kick rocks. Ooh, 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 ooh. Should've known from your reputation that your heart would be on vacation. So kick on, babe, while you kick rocks. Find someone else to wash your socks, baby, I'm over you. So tired of feeling blue, go out and kick rocks. Found someone else to wash your socks, baby, I'm over you. So tired of feeling blue, go out and kick rocks. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kick rocks. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kick rocks, kick rocks.
That is Katie Beth's song right there that we wanted to make sure that we got in for you. From there, the other two songs I do have to play. So we have two more songs. So hang tight. I see the art gallery is with us here. So Lori, I see that. Nadia, I know you're down there. You're watching the time. And here we're rolling again, Miss Katie Beth. I know the gallery wanted to come in specifically because of Rusty and his service. So Thank you for that. Miss Amber's down there, and Loria and Nadia. Hold tight, because you're going to go from one end to the whole other end. I swear you are. So right now we're going to go with Dark End of the Gun, because we want to end with Katie Beth's White Horse. So right now you've got Katie Beth Mem. That's MIHM.com. Katie Beth Mem. This song we just talked about is Dark End of the Gun. Reach out, please, and listen to this song.
In life we always find the thought crosses your mind. Will you shine or will you go? The end will come before you know. You might think about the past, think about what didn't last. Everything you had. How can people be so bad? The dark end of the gun. How we ride, how we stay. It evens out either way. How we ride, how we stay. At the dark end of the gun. Oh, 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 when the chamber falls into place, all I can see is your face. At the dark end of the gun, how we ride, how we stay. It evens out either way. How we ride, how we stay. At the dark end of the gun, how we ride, how we stay. It evens out either way. How we ride, how we stay. At the dark end of the gun. Oh, 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 oh. Will you shine or will you go? The end will come before you know.
I am a little bit speechless there, Katie. I absolutely love your songs, every one of them. I wanted this picture to be up on purpose because we were talking about the instrument earlier. The instrument there, and you mentioned Dolly, you're like, and that's usually where people would go, oh yeah, you know, the fingernails and playing the instrument that you play. So I was glad that you brought that up, and I had that picture. That song hits towards pretty much every picture I brought up on the screen, ironically. So everyone you saw there is someone literally that we know personally. And so with everybody waiting down there looking too, we have a song here by Katie Beth that we wanted to end with on purpose for Katie Beth. It's very personal. White Horse, you can tell by the words. And then we're going to pull up Tree of Valor. We're going to show you something. And then Nadia is going to knock you into a whole nother area. So it's a blast. I love it. So, but White Horse, like that song is what I'm about to take you to. And I really want everybody listening to share this, like enjoy it and listen to these words and this music that comes straight from the soul. This song is Katie Beth Mem, and again, it is White Horse.
He rides a white horse across the Texas sky, rolling plains and painted canyons far and wide. He's come together. Who believes that in him, that he rose again and conquered all. So saddle up your horse, tip your hat goodbye. Come and ride across the Texas sky. Oh, the Texas sky. He rides a white horse across the Texas sky, with a fiery sword in one hand and fire in his eyes. He's come together. Who believes that in him, that he rose again and conquered all. So saddle up your horse, tip your hat goodbye. Come and ride across the Texas sky. Oh, the Texas sky. So saddle up your horse, tip your hat goodbye. Come and ride across the Texas sky.
We have the Tree of Valor. She is walking around right now in a gallery, literally. If you're looking at the trees, I was sending the message to go horizontal, but now that we're all on the screen, that's Beth Mim, MIHM.com, with her husband, Sergeant Mim, MIHM. They are a veteran band, Texan, authentic. These trees that you're looking at, this is the Tree of Valor. Every tree that you're looking at does not represent those that are gone. It represents all of us. So you have trees right now in an art gallery that is, you could have your family tree, literally. I could too, as a Gold Star family. And then you'll see a gold tree, a purple tree. If you see that, Rusty, I'm sure you know what that is. So the purple trees represent our purple hearts. We have our white trees. There are different reasons in this gallery that we have with the Tree of Valor. And she is walking around and showing you their gallery that they do have. And so when I was listening to White Horse, which is by Katie Bethman, I was like, man, we're going to show the gallery again in a moment, but this was perfect timing. And here comes the piano. Katie was mentioning the piano that she has. This is the Tree of Valor, and Amber is walking around for you. So for Rusty in your service, and we'll be showing more here in a moment, but Amber wanted you to see this. Thank you, Amber. Stand by. We're going to bring you back up again, Amber, to talk more on that as we go forward. But thank you for that. We'll be right back, Amber. Katie Beth and Rusty Mim here tonight on Patriots Inside the Wire. all three of those songs like need to be on the station. Number one,
Thank you.
the Texas Sky. I'm like, doesn't get any more Texas than that. So
Wait, somebody said that it was to Texas.
They said I mentioned Texas too many times.
I never have heard that, but I know that you can never go big for Texas. It's like there's nothing too big for Texas. So I don't know who, where, if they came from here or what happened, but I think that is a incorrect answer. Anything to do with Texas is always you go big or you go home.
Right.
And that's what we do. So
I told Rusty, I said, well, if I'm not Texas enough, I'm gonna break down and write a song about like first dates at Whataburger and going to Buc-ee's.
What about Buc-ee's just out of being fun? Like
Yes.
just like a release. But that song is beautiful. That's the song that I'm gonna actually cut out and send. So Katie Beth tonight here, Katie Beth MIHM.com. We've had all three of her songs that I want you to check out. Again, Kick Rocks, Dark End of the Gun, and then White Horse. White Horse, my heart just went there, and that's why I brought up the gallery too at the same time. So it was beautiful. Katie Beth tonight has been great connecting with you and with you as well, Rusty, and you. Thank you again for your service. We're going to make sure we stay in touch with you. We're all rooting for you this Saturday at Pearl Saloon, the songwriter finale, female empowerment and supporting our people taking care of people. That's what it's about. So I have never heard, if they say that to you, say you better go talk to Tracy because she might be too big for Texas. I don't know. Maybe. I don't care if they say that, but I didn't know there was any such thing like that actually. So I love it, and I've loved the music, and I loved being here with you tonight. We aren't making you go, but we're going to bring up the other guests, so it's up to you. You just click the button, and you can leave the studio at any moment that you need to. You're welcome. This is like a home, so you need to go. You need to go. I want to make sure that we take care of all of you, and anybody you can. Oh, that's right. That's true. That's true. I do believe that. Talking about haters. So the message is coming in like haters just need to go over here and like start listening to the music, loving.
The song that I have, Kick Rocks, so I have a song called You Ain't No Cowgirl, and it's for all the mean girls in your life.
I've already listened to that one 3 times.
And Kick Rocks is for all the guys, that you've had to go tell to kick rocks. But it could be for guys too, the wrong girl.
I'd use it on anybody. I'll take it for any. Or would you like to hang with us while we bring in others, or would you like to go? It's a yes or a no.
I don't mind. I know we've got to leave really early from the ranch in the morning because we got to go to Fort Worth.
Yeah,
the championship. So
yeah,
I think we're probably gonna get off of here, but we'll keep watching you guys while we're packing.
You got it. We got you covered. Katie Beth Mim. I'll keep shouting that out. I've got your music here. Thank you for joining us tonight with Patriots Inside the Wire. We're rolling into the second half where we're going to bring up Miss Nadia Bay, and Tria Valor is going to explain to us while they're at the gallery. And we're going to get into a little bit about the other side of the coin. So we've talked about Veterans Night. Rusty's here. Katie Beth, Rusty, Katie Beth Mim. That is MIHM, y'all. Katie Beth, MIHM.com. You are never too big for Texas, so don't let anybody say that. Again, thank you for joining us here at Patriots Inside the Wire. Safe travels as well. Give hugs. Say hello to Uncle Rhino. Shout out to Texas Brew Radio. Love y'all, and we're rooting for you. So thank you for joining us tonight, and I'll be in touch for sure. I sure will. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Merry Christmas. See y'all
Bye-bye.
soon.
Bye.
All right, tonight, y'all, we have a second part to this show because we had so much rolling between the singer-songwriters, holidays. We've got to take care of our people in multiple lanes here. And so not only do we have a gallery on, which fits, I think, with Miss Nadia Vey, we're about to bring up, doesn't matter the subject, that art flowing music side, that creative area is where I go. And I do know that this is going to fit. So Tree of Valor is Miss Lori, who's joining us backstage too. You'll have to let me know, Miss Lori, if you'd like to come on while we do this. We're going to go ahead and ask Amber. Amber is with the Tree of Valor too. So hang tight, everybody. PatriotsInsideTheWire.com. We're on right now, multiple stations. Stand by. We've got the Tree of Valor coming in, and Miss Nadia Vey out of Nashville, Tennessee. We are on Texas Free Radio, but we're on Patriots Inside the Wire, a broadcast, a podcast, and pretty much every platform you can possibly find, literally. So, and it will go out as a podcast. And then Tree of Valor. Do me a favor, when you walk around there with the gallery, if you will turn that phone horizontally, I wanted to see more of what was going on there. And Amber, I'm going to grab you, but I'm going to grab Miss Nadia Vey. Welcome to the stage, Nadia. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I was like, she's the night person, so
Yeah,
she's like
night owl together.
welcome. So Nadia, her songwriter, and she's in Nashville right now, and everything we were talking about previously. So a whole new genre. Let's just switch lanes really quick here. She's in my stomping ground, literally there in Nashville. Nadia, on this show, we take care of people. You know, that's pretty much what we're trying to get the message is. It doesn't get much harder than that. Let's just take care of each other. And so we have the Tree of Valor, an actual gallery with us tonight. And that's Amber who's going to go around. And I have for you and Miss Nadia Vey here on line with us and on radio, singer-songwriter. I have her music as well. And I'm going to ask her in a minute how in the world she's in Nashville. And there's a song that I absolutely love that we're going to end up ending with, but I have a few of hers. So they're just amazing. I want to get the Tree of Valor too up here as well, and Amber with us, Nadia. And here we are. And Amber and Lori, send me a message there if you want on. If she wants on, is that yes? Lori? Just yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. Miss Laura, let me take out the highlights here. We have right now tonight, Mrs. Lori. She is with the Tree of Valor. She's actually the founder. She is the Tree of Valor. That's what I say. She is also a damn good mother who has a son who's served in our United States military, and her beautiful daughter, Lexi. Lori and I have talked quite a bit about the lane of siblings, the kids. And it's like, who's remembering to take care of the kids, you know?
Well, Lexi's having a fit in here
Oh,
because she heard you. So we're about to put her on for a minute because she's about to have a fit before she goes to bed. She wanted to see you. Okay. So you're all about the siblings. Okay.
It is.
Lexi?
It's Invisible Stars, Nadia.
Lexi, would you like to say hi to Miss Tracy?
Hi, Lexi. Lexi, hi. How are you, honey?
Can you see her?
Lexi's like, she loves
hold on a
red,
second.
white, and blue, and the flags, and those who are serving for us, whether you're a person or you're in the military or you're just a person taking care of people. There's Miss Lexi. Lexi, hi.
I'm trying to put you up on the, but she did something to her
We've got her
screen.
right here.
There we go.
When she sees red, white, and blue, a flag, and music, she just lights up the room, and it's just beautiful. So talking about siblings,
she's right there.
Right here for you, Miss Lexi. And I have music for you from Miss Nadia. There's a couple of them that I'll play while you're here. And one of them at the end, we'll make sure it's just the adults. So Miss Lexi,
All right, we're gonna listen now, Lex.
I love
She
you,
loved,
Miss
she loved the other one though. She loved the other one though. She was squealing and all having a fit
The
about
White
it.
Horse. That is Miss Katie
Mhm.
Beth. Yes.
She loved
White
Katie. She liked
Horse
Katie
is
back.
beautiful. I
She was
knew she'd
literally
love it.
yelling.
So, Katie Beth, ma'am, if you caught the end of this, Miss Lexi loves White Horse. So, we love Miss Lori and Miss Lexi from the Tree of Valor. And I want Amber's here. She's the director of events. And Amber, when you go back around, I think what we'll do, Lori, do you have, I loaded the actual song and video without effects, or Amber can go around and play the song, or I can play the song. Do you want to do that?
Hey, you have to play the song because she's on her phone. So you
Okay.
play the song that.
You want me to do that though? Oh, Rusty just said awesome. Thank you. So make sure Lexi knows this, that they do know that Miss Lexi, I just heard Lexi. Lexi, they're tuning in. They heard that you love the White Horse and love our veterans, and Mrs. and Mr. Mim, M-I-H-M, Miss Katie Betts is saying thank you to you, Lexi. She's saying thank you for loving White Horse. That song is about her and her family.
Yeah.
And he's Marine too. So
He's
and I know that you love that, Lexi. So they want to tell you awesome and thank you. And Miss Katie Beth is saying she just thanks you too. So Mrs. Lori and Miss Lexi, thank you so much for that. I'm so glad we got to get you in here with Lexi, Lori. You know how we talk about being invisible stars. There's people that, you know, feel forgotten.
Yes.
And so that's a lane that we're going to be working more on. So stay tuned to Patriots Inside the Wire, especially 2025. We got some plans of our own. Very independent people, right? It's like, well, fine. We're going to make it happen, right? Talk about the screen right now. Katie Beth's off the screen, but talk about some independent movie, like Shake It. Like, I don't mean like that. I meant like shake it up, like get this world moving in a way that brings people together. Music is medicinal for me, like therapeutic, the writing of it. And so Lori knows my secret. And I kept it a secret for a really long time of why. Well, something else will happen. So Lexi does too. Miss Lori and Lexi I've met in person. So we're going to let Amber now show us the gallery and then get into Nadia's music, because I'm going to switch it up on you big time. And I can't wait. I'm like building it because I really want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to do to you. So we're going to do this, Lori. I'm going to pull you down and I'm going to let Amber in her, if she'll go sideways, horizontal, for Miss Amber, it's turned upside to the side right now, vertically. Keep going. That just stay. Yeah, let's keep it like that. What I'll do is pull us down. Again, you're with Patriots Inside the Wire right now with the Tree of Valor and Miss Nadia Vey, our musician and songwriter, with some songs. Trust me, we're about to shake it up on you. Miss Lori, I'm going to pull you down.
I think they're having some technical difficulties, maybe. Let me see. Let me see if my volume is off. Oh, I think my mic is on.
Christmas lights felt bright and golden. Now the nights are dark and frozen. You were here, my heart was swelling. Now I'm left with tales worth telling. Photos framed, but they ain't breathing. Silent room, my chest is heaving. You were strength in uniform. Now my life is weather worn. Empty chair at the table where you used to be. Echoes of your laughter haunt this memory. Heaven called you home, but left this heart alone. Warriors honor a love carved in stone. Messages left unwritten for the hero that I'm missing. You were here, my pride would blossom. Now my tears, they fall unbidden. Friends ask how I've been holding, hands clasped tight as I am folding. You were courage from afar, now my guiding northern star. Empty chair at the table where you used to be. Echoes of your laughter haunt this memory. Heaven called you home, but left this heart alone. Warriors honor a love carved in stone. Messages left unwritten for the hero that I'm missing. You were here, my pride would blossom. Now my tears, they fall unbidden. Friends ask how I've been holding, hands clasped tight as I am folding. You were courage from afar, now my guiding northern star. Empty chair at the table where you used to be. Echoes of your laughter haunt this memory. Heaven called you home, but left this heart alone. Warriors honor a love carved in stone.
That is the Tree of Valor, as we have Mrs. Amber walking around showing the Tree of Valor, the gallery there. These trees are not just at Christmas. They stay up all year at the gallery. They all represent something different, each one of those. They're walking around and showing us here. They do travel around and do a lot. We actually were in Nashville, ironically, stumbling into each other. So it's beautiful. It really it lights up any event of a room where it's about no one needs to outshine the other. We need to be there and take care of each other. Each tree is different for a reason. Each family may have a tree that may be a different representation of why that tree is one color, why there may be a different picture on it. And so these are pictures that are no longer a wallet size, or these are about they're living still. This is not about people who are gone. This is about those that we need to take care of. So for the Tree of Valor, have them near us, Tree of Valor. You can check them out, and we'll make sure we get you their information as Amber's walking around to show this. As you can see right now, I can see the marine emblem on one of those. I do see that. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is Mrs. Lori Egeter's place. It is Tree of Valor. If you want to look that up, whether you're on a platform, it is the Tree of Valor. The Tree of Valor. It is beautiful. We have Miss Amber, who literally stayed at the gallery late, just like Nadia is our late night artist. Amber's literally in the gallery, and it's just beautiful. with the light shining. Very, very beautiful. I want to bring up Nadia for a second. Nadia, as you see this going around there at the gallery, kind of jumping into the show here to be our artist and watching this. And in one of your songs, I have, actually I have several of yours. One of yours I'm going to play at the end, and we're not going to do the, it's Trust Me.
Hi, kids.
Right. I've got Blue Christmas. I have Holidays and Confused, Dazed and Confused. For y'all who did not get that, I got it. That was actually filmed here in Texas, by the way. Holidays and Confused. Yeah, I actually did work on the film. Miss Lori is the owner of that gallery there. I'm all up now. And but I really wanted to have a zooming in on the gallery. So that is beautiful. Amber, I don't want you to go away, but you can walk or sit, whatever you'd like to do. But I know that Lori and Lexi, we want to say hello to you and thank you and Merry Christmas to both of you, and that we love you. So here we're family and love you. Love you, love you, love you. So
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and I'll be seeing you soon. Miss Lori's the one who forced that out, and I still won't say. If Lori wants to say who did it, she can. But I'm like,
Tracy is the one who wrote that song and sang it.
It's not mastered and cut yet. It's not mastered.
I was trying to Shazam it because I fell in love. Cool.
You liked it?
Yes.
Well, then I'll have to talk to you, Nadia, because it's going to be up because I'm not going. Vocal cord got cut in surgery, so that's not the voice I was used to. But Lori was like, Tracy, I want that. I was like, okay.
And you know what? Miss Tina, Lexi's nurse, is here, and she lost her daughter years ago, 6 years ago, and she listened to that song and she was just in awe of it. She said, you don't even have to lose a person in the service to be. She's like, that connects with anyone who's missing. I mean, she absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it got me choked up for sure.
It's about, we're at the holidays and there's somebody that you want it's not there, and it doesn't have to be about what it was for me. And that's the beauty of songwriting. It's therapy. So, and that's what that is right there. And that song is actually mine, and I will figure it out soon on several. And Miss Lori she's got permission right now. She's the only one, but as we've digitally got it out, we all know U.S. copyright laws mean it's digitally transferred. It's in Tracy Laporte for Patriot Fest. Tree of Valor right now is using that with their gallery. So Lori, thank you so much for everything that you do. I'm going to bring up Miss Nadia and her songs. If you want to hang out backstage, you're more than welcome. Yes. Okay. These are we're about to rock you up a whole different way. Okay. I love you. Everyone out there. Yes. She just said, "Aw."
Wow, thanks.
And Amber's still going around, so we like that, Amber. We love that part. Keep doing that because we're about to show you some of Nadia's music. So Lori, stand by.
If Amber could get closer to the names of some of the trees or some of the pictures, so you can really see. Message. I did, but I don't know if she can hear me.
So it's kind of hard for me to turn it to where it's not facing toward me, so I have to face it this way.
Oh,
it's not letting me. So I have to.
Yeah. And just pull it to where it is. Just go closer to the tree is all. There you go, like that. So all right,
so
I got you taken care of.
We're looking at. Yeah.
You got it. All right. Stand by, Miss Lori. Here we go. All right. Nadia. Welcome to the show. I just throw you right in there, right? And it's a Christmas show. So yes, we're gonna go over our time. That's fine. I'm even gonna separate out some of this for the podcast. So Amber's going to go around the gallery there. Nadia, how long have you been in Nashville?
I'm pretty fresh. I've been here for just a couple months, but I was a bunch this year and decided to make it home, and I love it here. It's such a beautiful music city. So many amazing creative people, and it feels like home. So
good. Where was home?
Atlanta.
Oh, you really switched it up.
Yes.
I grew up there, so I know it very, very well. And then I'm in Texas now, so we do Texas and Tennessee is pretty much kind of our lane of where we focus. If it's every show's about music. We have music, and then we have stories and songs, and that's about people. So Nadia Vey writes hers as well as far as songs, and then she's taken off from Georgia, and now she's in Nashville for 2 months. Here she is, and I like. There's an Uncle Rhino. We're doing, Uncle Rhino brought us together. There's a lot of us working on so much right now in the music industry in that digital era and taking care of each other. So Miss Nadia Vey, just like I said for Miss Katie Beth, make a playlist. Add that playlist. You have to make the playlist. Patriot playlist. There you go. Patriot playlist. There we go. Nadia Vey, Katie Beth. Nadia Vey, please make that playlist. You even do it for the show, Patriots Inside the Wire. This is how on the digital end of the world and music works this, right? Yeah. Singing and songwriting. This is how it works. We need you to make that playlist. It's very easy. Please click, please follow. Check it out. Nadia, how long have you been in music?
So I have officially been releasing music since April of 2019. But I've been writing since I was a kid, and I've always loved just writing poems and figuring out how to make sense of the world through words. And I know you relate very much to that. It's just such a wonderful way to process and turn something that's a dark and awful struggle into something really beautiful. And I love being able to transmute it into music and bring it to other people who maybe are struggling to make sense of the same thing.
I love how you said that too. And so in your genre, I noticed that you put, and it's funny because previous talk, poptimistic rock. I love that. Poptimistic, and that means being optimistic. And her genre, we were talking about earlier, like everybody wants to put everybody like in a lane, like in a category, and I'm like, I don't know which one I would even fit in. I'm kind of creating my own lane. How about that? And I just call it Patriot Fest. It's right up above you, Nadia. We're looking forward to that. We're like, come on. We're just going to create it. That's how it works right now. So we're gathering our village together, and that's how Nadia came. It's like Patriots Inside the Wire, Uncle Rhino, the radio, singing and songwriting. You might want to meet Nadia. Really? That I grew up there in Nashville, Nadia. So you can definitely text or call or whatever when you're like, Tracy, like where and what? And yeah, I can definitely give you all of that. Anything Texas and Tennessee, I can definitely give you pointers. Have you actually been playing there in Nashville anywhere yet? Have you had the chance to hit Tootsies?
I haven't done Tootsies yet. I did, however, do a writer's round at the Commodore Grill, which was amazing. I've never had a situation where people were really that interested in like hanging on to every lyric. So that was really cool. Oh, cool. And going to get out this next year and play more in Nashville, of course. But
are you signed, Nadia, or you're independent?
Totally indie. We're rocking indie. And we're going to try to go all the way that route. And, you know, like you said, continue to forge our own path and build our community through the independent route. I think that's the way.
That it's the digital era. So I was like, I think I'm going to stick with my own everything digital for me. So putting me in kind of a brick and mortar situation just doesn't work. So building our own festival, building Patriot Fest, building the lane of the Patriot charts, singing, songwriting, getting to the heart, and remember to have fun, because there's a lot of things that happen in life, and life is really short. Sorry to say, but it is. You just never know. Someone once told me there's 30 seconds in every day where something major in your life can happen, depending on what decision you make, whether you're driving, whether you're wherever you're at. That 30 seconds, if you had made a different decision, you could have crashed your whole life and not be here, or the opposite. So 30 seconds out of every day, you have got to pay attention to what is going on and just treasure those moments. So Nadia Vae, and that's NadiaVaeh. I want to make sure we get her. Nadia Vae. Is it NadiaVaeMusic.com? NadiaVae.com. Nadia.
NadiaVae.com.
I've got you covered. I just want to double check. So NadiaVae.com. Nadia, I got to ask you, and so Holidays and Confused, Dazed and Confused, the movie?
Yeah.
Did you go off of that?
So funny enough, I've never actually seen that movie, but I always have seen the title and I thought it was clever and cute. And I was just thinking of the word holiday, and I kept thinking holidays and confused, and just kind of how sometimes around the holidays, especially when we've lost a loved one, how foggy it can feel, and how tradition just feels just heavy, and you just feel dazed and confused because that person is no longer with you to spend that time with, where everything slows down. The holidays are a time where we reflect, and all of that really comes to the surface too. So that's kind of how the inspiration of the song came to be. We lost my mom when I was 17 to suicide, and this was the first song that I actually took to write about grief and loss at all, period. It's taken me several years to actually even be able to do that. And since then, I've written some more like directed songs about this incident. But this one was like the first one that I was like, okay, I can talk about this in my music. I can actually talk about this. And I think it's a very relatable song for all of us here. And it still that's kind of like my whole thing with Poptimistic Rock is I want it to still feel light and fun, but also be something that might not have that same energy.
I'm with you on every bit of it. So Nadia Vae, so you've got to go watch Dazed and Confused now. We'll talk on the back channels, but I definitely did do a lot of the background work for the set. So not the actual set then, I'm not that old. There was a fun. So in Texas, we have a lot of fun. We have the film commission office, the music. And so I've been a part of both. And so like coming back on set and finding like your location, artistic direction, I worked in that too. And so they did the fun party of a reunion for Dazed and Confused. And they were like, would you like to go to the private, like in a park? It's very Austin, Texas. Like vibe, and it's Dazed and Confused, and I actually did not get to go. I gave the tickets to someone else. It's a Matthew McConaughey movie, one of his first that he made.
I love that.
Yeah, and he's here from Texas, and he would be doing. So Dazed and Confused was breakout. There's a whole story there that we've got to talk about. When I saw your song, I was like, oh, I've got to tell her something. And it's a back channel story. So I didn't end up at the actual private party deal for the reunion. I gave the tickets away, but I worked on the artistic direction for them for the reunion. So I like that part of it. Anything creative and artistic like that. And Amber, you're rocking that cowboy hat, by the way. So I love it. I love it. Nadia, why Nashville? I mean, did you ever think about tech?
So I did live in LA for a while, and I'm glad I did that. Would I do it again? Probably not. I learned and I grew so much as an artist. That city pushes you. I also grew a lot spiritually. My faith was strengthened through just experiencing that city. I've spent some time in Texas, and I do love Texas. I really do. But something about Nashville, one, it's 4 hours from my hometown, Atlanta. Two, just being immersed in a very specific music city is so inspiring. Like, you can go be in a co-write any day of the week at any hour. And writing is especially where my heart is. So I just feel like it's such a great place to be as a writer. And it has a lot of heart and a lot of very like-minded people too, which I love.
It is. You've got a lot going on there. So yeah, we got to get you into Tootsie's. That's still one of the original owners. Anything down there now is a lot of commercial. But Tootsie's is one of the places that is not. So I would love to see you there. But there's a couple of people that, just like for Katie Beth in Texas, I'm like, I've got me over here and then me over here. So music to me is about the art and the craft of a song and the music that comes together. And if that is making me feel something, then I'm like, like if I said to you, what is your favorite kind of music? I have an answer. I tell everyone. What do you tell people?
I mean, anything with a lyric that speaks to me. Like, it can be any genre. I'm such a word person. It's really about the lyrics for me. And melody is great as well, but I'm listening for the story.
Got it. I always say good music. When you ask, like, what kind of music do you like? I'm like,
that's
good music. Okay. If it's good music, I'm going to pay attention. So you're there in my old stomping grounds, and then Lori and the Tree of Valor, they're walking around there showing that one of those trees has a picture of Sergeant Two-Step behind me. You mentioned your mother earlier. My heart goes out to you for that. I know that lane too. And I think the therapeutic side is the writing for me. And I can feel that when that happens in a song too. What I'll do is remove this. And Nadia, there are no words for that except in song for me. Yeah. For others. We were talking about that earlier. 22 a day references our veterans. But then I was like, I need to add some more numbers because there's so many more. And I have you still Tree of Valor down backstage. All you have to do is let me know. And we are here. So again, you are with, I've got your message. You are with Patriots Inside the Wire. We are planning Patriot Fest right up above Nadia's head there. She is in Nashville right now. There she goes. Rocking out some songs. And I was like, man, y'all think you know me, but maybe you don't. There are multiple areas that we can all come together. I just brought on this screen tonight 4 various stories and various individuals that we can all blend a subject together. Literally, we did. Whether it was Katie Beth and speaking about her song White Horse and missing her family member and writing that song, and then Empty Chair at the Table, which Miss Lori at Tree of Valor was like, can I please? And I was like, I usually keep all mine to myself, but I am going to go down that road. I want it to be not as down. We got to master the craft of it and, cut it up. So, and you know what that means, right? In music, that means we need to get some soul in it and like master it. But it was written, I don't want to use the word last minute, but I'm going to say during a time of something that was happening. And it just was one of those things that just went like that. And it's a song that is just like done before I even thought. And I was like, oh, okay, that just happened. Has that happened to you?
There's been a couple that I'm just like, that just wrote itself. I don't know. And that's when you know, you're like, okay, God stepped in. That was okay. All right, here we are.
Right. Right. I don't know how you felt about that song because I don't usually go over mine live, but Tree of Valor does do a lot for everyone out there. So we've been in different locations together. Like we were at a music festival together, ironically, Nadia, in Nashville. So, and we ended up bonding over various things, various artists that are my friends. Shout out to you out there in Nashville as well. We've got Sal, Malachi, Brooks, Herring. Oh my goodness, Nadia, I need to do something. We're going to do this if, with your permission. I saw your message there, Tree of Valor. I got you. Nadia, Brooks Herring is also one of the artists. He's there and is a committed supporter to the show. So I'm independent as well. So anyone that's on this side of it, nobody's paying a dime to us. It's like we're building it, and it's taking off already. Now it's time to do that. So Patriot Fest has been a dream. The Patriot charts, working within different areas. So within the facets that I thought I would be able to work the best is going to be on the opposite end. I don't want to stand on a stage. I don't want to be forced to do it, or well, one day maybe, but I want to take songs, the 500 and something that I do have, find different artists that it might match for. So, and I am all good with someone like remixing, let's cut it up, let's do this and that. And I love your optimistic, like fun sort of take on a song.
I already know I would love to create with you. So just let me know when. Let's have behind this. We'll go on a Zoom, but I would love that.
All right. We'll do private studio time. We will do that for sure. So Nadia, I've got to ask Nadia Vae. Go check her out, y'all. Everywhere. Listen, I've got her website at Nadia, NADIAVAE music.com. Nadia Vae.
NadiaVae.com.
It is just her name. She doesn't even want music, so she wants you to just have Nadia Vae. So I like Nadia Vae Music, and it is just her name, Nadia, NadiaVaeh.com, NadiaVae.com, and that is VAEH. I want to point that out because I know that will be skipped over. So Nadia Vae, again, VAEH, NadiaVae.com. Please check out her music, add it to your playlist. That's how we all work now in this digital era. She's out of Nashville. She fits right in with Patriots Inside the Wire too. And it happened accidental. I did not know that either. And those are the best shows. When we jump in here, we go, you know what? We've got a friend in common who said, guess who you should meet? And I'm like, okay, who? Those are the best of times. So Tree of Valor, I see you there.
Big love to Uncle Rhino.
Right? So Uncle Rhino out there, but I'm in a studio, so that won't work for me. It'll work for you. Uncle Rhino, shout out to you. We're building the village, right? And I can actually, just like I did for Katie Beth here in Texas, there's a couple of calls I need to make and connect you with a couple of people there. So get you some good friends that just sit there. I love jam sessions, like good old fashioned writing jam sessions. Have you got to do that at all in Nashville yet?
Not yet. But I have encountered the incredible players here. There was a guy that was playing guitar. He learned one of my songs in like 2 minutes tops. And I've never seen that happen. Like he had like a whole harmonic part and everything already dialed. It was crazy.
That's Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
In Nashville, yeah, we need to talk. So I'm in Texas, everybody. I know people are funny about where you're at for music. I'm like, do y'all understand that whether it's in Europe, the United States, like music is universal, number one. People, right? It's all about the people. So bringing that together is pretty easy when I look at it. Everybody you may not agree. I like the singing. I'm getting it right here soon. I got another one here, but it's going to say, let them. Let them.
Just
Just let them. That's what we need to do. That song, Nadia. Let them.
Yes.
I got a whole story on that one. I'm sure you do too. Nadia, how long before you went to Nashville, Tennessee, right now? Looking to play. I'm gonna connect a few things, and I've listened to your music. I, of course, have some of our holiday stuff going on. We're going to switch gears really fast on everybody. So you should be paying attention. Please send this back out if you're with us live. However, everyone's going to roll into this is what's going to happen tomorrow and after that. So we're going to actually cut out for Nadia her music piece as well. So Nadia, I've asked about one song, so we're definitely going there. I'm going to end on the Christmas. You already know that. And then you went ahead and you did Blue Christmas too. So
Yeah.
any story for us?
So big Elvis fan. I really wanted to just do my own rendition of his version of Blue Christmas. My friends and I did a whole video too where I actually cosplayed as Elvis with sideburns and everything. It was so fun, and just kind of to tap into like that alter ego was fun as a performer and as a recording artist. But it's such a great holiday song.
It really is. It really is. I'm saying thank you to Lori. She's telling us she wants to shout out Colonel Phil. Oh yes, Tillman. Yes, of course. Has gained a true angel. Yes, for Colonel Phil Tillman. We are doing that shout out, Lori. Thank you for that. And Tree of Valor. Amber, if you're there, I can see yours as well. So you can tell we're digital, right? We're all about being comfortable. And that's how it should be, back in radio, back into everything. I really don't want to be in the commercialized lane. Honestly, you probably couldn't pay me enough. That's the truth. But as far as your music and then taking off in Nashville, what does that next step look like? Like, you actually want to get signed by a label, or you just want to keep rocking out your village?
I want to keep building the community in the village and take it as far as I can go with the team, with the people, the OGs. And if a label is in the end game, I want to have the leverage to where we are cutting that deal ourselves. And I think that independent artists really truly do have the power to wield their contracts with the modern tools that we have at hand. So that is premier foraging.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Nadia, because if you look at any of these signs down here, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, iHeart, every social platform you can think of, the ironic part is, Nadia, and I don't know if you've experienced this yet, the old Twitter is now called X. And so within X, and this is like a cheesy example I'm about to give everybody, I found myself in X, and that is so weird to say, but in X, I say, and I'm not that old, I'm going to say that too, take MySpaces with Twitter, and they had a baby. And now that baby is X Spaces. So you can go there for music, you can go there for every subject, and you'll have your own smaller podcast going on. Have you done that yet with your music?
So I've not been very active on X. I really should start being more active on that platform. I do feel like there's a lot of people that will resonate with what I do there on that platform.
They will. They will. We'll get you in there. I'll do that. I love going in and doing like individual things in there. We can pull in over 2,000 live just by you doing it that way too. So that's a smart thing. Doing different things and in the studio, some are like, yeah, and some are like, no. And I'm like, I've really been quiet for a reason, and I'm figuring out things. And I'm like, I'm willing to share it if I could get somebody to just like go, hey, yeah, I'll check that out. It's the new wave, y'all. You can't stop it. It's the digital era wave, and it is coming in quick. The village we're building, Nadia, you mentioned Uncle Rhino. So Uncle Rhino is that catalyst in between here. Y'all, he was out there. He has already done all of his stuff, and he's coming back out of retirement. Have you actually met Uncle Rhino in person?
Yes, and Uncle Rhino is just an incredible force. He is. I mean, when I met Uncle Rhino, I was like, "Are you real?" Like, he's got such a huge heart, and the way that he expresses it to even perfect strangers is just really beautiful to witness. And I am very honored that he's taken me under his wing, and he's connected so many wonderful dots and wonderful friendships in this industry. And you know how tough this industry is. It's cutthroat, and being able to connect with people who are vouched for is also really just wonderful. And yeah. Hey, she's whipping out the Santa hat.
Yeah, for a reason, man. And I was just I like to be comfortable, y'all. So we talked about that earlier. Like, I won't stand up. So I like my comfort. So yeah, we got to like switch this up a little bit. Uncle Rhino, my goodness, I have not met him in person, but we're working together too. All of us in music. That's the village that we're talking about. Oh, Nadia, I mean, it's going to be really interesting. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Rusty. He's like, Unc is the man. Yep, we are working with him too. He's actually the person in between me with my songwriting and Patriot Fest in the Patriot charts. He is who I'm aligning with. And then I've got Texas Brew Radio and Texas State Songwriters. That round is this weekend.
The Patriot movement.
Right? It's this weekend. It's Saturday. He'll be there playing. Multiple people will actually be there. It's an unbelievable thing what's happening. But Amber's going to go around with one of your songs. So it's Miss Nadia Bay tonight in her music, which we are calling Poptimistic Rock. And man, we got her Christmas songs. Nadia, I usually ask, just like you heard me earlier. I think we should do Christmas Nightmare last.
Yes.
Which one do you go with first? Blue Christmas or Holidazed and Confused?
Let's do Holidazed and Confused.
We need a Holidazed, y'all. It is Holiday and Confused. And I'm going to let Amber walk around the trees as well. So this is Miss Nadia Vey and her song, Holidazed and Confused. Oh my goodness, let's roll.
Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. Angel face no longer in the room. I can't help but missing you. You were a light inside. I took you for granted. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. Skipping all the invites to these Christmas parties. Yeah, I've been staying home alone. I remember the color of holly in your cheeks. I can't help but to think, is this a bad dream? You tell me everything is alright. Wish you could be here with me tonight. We be drinking eggnog till the sunrise. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. Angel face no longer in the room. I can't help but missing you. You were a light inside. I took you for granted. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. This time of year is always hard for me to handle. You'd always bring the cheer. Now the sleigh bells just don't ring the same without your naughty, silly humor that you'd bring. 'Tis the season to sing. I wish I had you here, my witness. Wish I could disappear. Christmas. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. Angel face no longer in the room. I can't help but missing you. You were a light inside. I took you for granted. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you.
Wow. I love that Amber's going around right to the song. So Amber, stand by. Nadia, love it. I mean, I had already heard it. I was like, yeah, I gotta talk about this. Holidays, Dank and Views, Miss Nadia Vey. We've got a couple more here. I want to get into those too. We'll be fine. But Nadia, tell me when you need to like go. Like that's what we do.
Yeah, I'll give you the signal.
Signal.
I appreciate you rocking with me late and night,
Of course.
and having me on and join. It's wonderful to be a part of the Patriot Squad.
Anytime you want to come on and guest co-host, kind of like Lori was trying to earlier, and Amber staying in the gallery, we definitely could use it.
And I want to say you're honoring your son in such a beautiful way. And yeah, I just
everybody.
Well, yeah, and I'm just saying it's a wonderful, like, beautiful way to do it, and I'm just happy to be connected to you and to have been a part of it.
Nice. Well, thank you. Well, just like when you talked about your mom, and every artist and individual, like Lori saying, don't forget about Colonel Phil Tillman. I was like, okay, thank you for reminding me. Like, it takes a village in order to actually function in regards to the industry we're trying to belong to.
Yeah.
So being independent is what works because of life. Life has different lanes, and I knew you have gone down a lane by listening to your music. And when I listened to Katie Beth too, I knew by her, she writes her own songs, every bit of it. And I knew that you had a whole spin on your song that I love so much. I like all of yours. But we stuck to our holiday music because we're doing Patriots Inside the Wires Christmas edition. And we're going to make sure to get out clips of both. And you have Miss Amber there with Tree of Valor walking around, making sure to show you we haven't forgotten you. None of you. There is going to be an empty chair at the table for everyone. I'm not talking military. I'm not talking any category. I'm talking about people in life. That's what comes our way. And what better thing to do than to band together and build it. And so Nadia, you fit right in. I mean, it's not about that. But I do have to respect and give it up to those who, that small percentage that they are willing to go do it. It's a very small percentage. I have good days and bad. I don't lie, man. I'm a truth teller. So it's like
grief and loss. It's a journey.
It's a journey, right? I like that kind of journey, though. I'd rather be on that one than to be on a journey where it's the noise. Like I have to cut out the noise. Is what I have to do.
Yeah.
Is that what helps you? Do you kind of just do that to go into your songwriting mode?
Yeah, I feel like just knowing that like to cut out the noise is to write and to create and to connect with community. Like I feel like and it's such a good way to move through the bad days is to remember that grief and loss is like one of the most connecting things about being human.
I agree. All of your songs, like, and taking that jump to Nashville, do you have advice for others who are going to be like, should I jump to Nashville? Do you have any advice?
I would say, come try it on, come visit like I was doing, get yourself out to open mics, network, meet people, find some community. And that's the key to any city, is to just finding some people that you resonate with and that are like-minded, and you'll find your home wherever it is, whether it's Nashville or Texas. And there are some cities that are tougher to create community in, LA. But that's really the key to any kingdom, is just finding your tribe. And I definitely feel that here in Nashville, and more every day. So I'm
Well,
but I do want to spend some more time in Texas, and I hope to come out and vibe with you guys on some live shows and maybe some co-writes in Texas as well.
yes, I agree with you. To me, it's music unfiltered in Tennessee. So just talking to you, I can already tell, like, my brain, you're making me think of all kinds of things in songs. So I love your stories that you're bringing to me, and that you come try it out. I love how you're like, just come try it out. That's something I would do. That's something I would do. And that's what happened to me, is I went to Texas to try it out, and I never left. And so I've been jumping back and forth the last 2 years and in the music scene between Nashville and Texas, and creating that lane where it's a Patriot chart, a Patriot Fest. It's going to be in every city, depending on who we decide to go with. So Nadia, I'd love to see you also in that lineup as well. So just gathering our independent artists, and then Uncle's involved in this too. So Uncle Rhino will definitely have something crazy for us going on. Y'all don't want to miss that. Trust me. I'm actually going to cut this out specifically with your song to hit that right there for him. So, but for you, Nadia, that's what I'm going to do. I want the people to be able to hear this, and we'll get together on the back channel, because there's some things we need to talk about. But I'm one of those people, if you want to talk about it, even like, there's no filter for me. It's unfiltered. Music unfiltered. Tennessee, let's roll. It's pretty much how I go. It's like, flip my hat, let's go. That's metaphor. Metaphor. I think I want to jump right into another one of your songs, Nadia. And I think it needs to be Blue Christmas.
Let's do it. I'll actually grab my Elvis wig while we're at it. Hold on.
Grabbing her Elvis wig. Amber, I hope you're seeing my message. You're on Patriots Inside the Wire. We're talking about Fest. We're talking about Texas independent artists. We're jumping to Tennessee right now with Miss Nadia Vey with her song Blue Christmas. And watch out, she's jumping on the screen in about 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Patriots Inside, Miss Nadia Vey. We're rolling in Texas and Tennessee unfiltered with our music. Let's roll. Blue Christmas, Miss Nadia Vey. Check it out. Watch her. Y'all are going to trip out.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. Let's go! And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. I'll
So
have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you.
Nadia, I had to go back to the beginning because we didn't have you in that picture of your song, and I loved that. That was amazing. Your energy is infectious. Like you have that infectious energy. I love that. Like that. There you go. We're already on another song together. The infectious invisible stars. I call myself an invisible star. They try to tell me the gold star word. I'm like, nah, I'm an invisible star, y'all. Like, I like that. I'm gonna work on that project actually. It's because right? It's because it's something that's happening, and it just shouldn't happen to anybody. So with what's going on with a case, and it does involve me, so anyone is allowed to get a hold of me, and I can tell you more about it because I am a truth teller, and I am allowed to tell you. But I am probably the first person, Nadia, literally be taken into a courtroom based on whether or not we're going to bring my son's things and tear them down. Yeah, but I'm okay because that's how you got 500 songs out of me out of the last 3 months. Yeah, we're allowed to give this information. We are independent fighters. We stand up for people. We don't mess with go messing around, man. That war can go from super nice.
And then there's a deep well that we will draw the inspiration from. We will draw all the inspiration from, and we will write the albums worth.
Exactly. Yeah, and we love Miss Amber here. I was like, Amber, don't go away yet because she's like infectious too. Like she shows up for like, especially her, like we love our music. So she'll show up, we'll have musicians that right. Amber's right there. So Amber, we're going to unmute you a second and give you some credit here for walking around all day there in the, you have to unmute yourself actually, if you want to. But Nadia Bay is here, and now you have Miss Amber Cook. She is inside of Tree of Valor. They took my song, but I think I'm going to get Nadia and like cut some of that up to where I'm more comfortable. And anybody, if you have on a social media or something on your phone, it will echo. So you'll want to turn that volume down, off, because it's coming right there out of yours. Yep. It's Amber.
I'm only on one. I'm not on anything else.
All you have to do is just turn down that volume. Then there you go. You probably have social media. Something's open. I bet on your phone. It's okay. Yep, that's usually what it is. That's it. In the digital world, you're trying to be on multiple lines. You're good. But Amber, thank you for walking around the gallery like that. But I did not want you to not meet Nadia, because I know you, Amber, and this girl like puts in the work. I mean, Nashville, Texas, wherever it is, but she's holding down the fort there. So, you know what I want to see? So we're going to get Tree of Valor back to Nashville and Texas, and we're going to set up again, and then we're going to have Nadia come for Patriot Fest and some others, and we're going to like switch it up on them, Amber.
All right,
so,
sounds good to me.
Nadia right now, and you're familiar with prior musicians that we'll grab. And like on our Christmas special last year, we did some collaborations that worked with Jelly Roll, Kendall Tucker. I don't know. There were 8. I'm not even going to name drop. And it didn't matter if there was 1, 2, or 3, how many viewers. But when we left that station on purpose, I'm not a military radio station. I am a broadcast, a podcast, and all that. And it's not just me. It's actually, I pay into it on purpose. That way I can be independent. So, Amber, we got to get you out there, and we'll set up, and we'll let Nadia go nuts on this.
I'll come help you, Amber. I'll come help you. Hold down that camera if you need a break.
I'm just trying to keep my phone charged.
No, your external batteries. We'll make sure you got some good external batteries.
You're good. You're gonna love this song, Amber. I mean, I'm not kidding. So I'm like, okay, I got to get the warning right now. Warning, warning. If you have any children in the room, please remember right now to stand by. We're about to play you a rocking Christmas nightmare of a song. And you will see why in a minute. I actually love this, and I knew that Amber would too. So I'm going to be pulling me down, and I want everybody to hear every word, and then you're going to tell me about it more. So Amber, stand by, and I'm going to get your reaction in a moment.
Hey, it does kind of muffle it a little bit to where some you can hear, but I can't hear everything.
You cannot?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I know you can, right, Nadia?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
we're
jamming
right.
it out, and I'm sitting here like, what?
It might be your Wi-Fi there at the at the gallery, is what it is. So you're good. I'm gonna go back down a minute. Tree of Valor. I'm about to play the next one. You can either do the gallery or just whatever you'd like to do. Amber, stand by, or just stand by and listen.
Can I preface the song real quick?
You need to. Yes, that's what I was about to say.
So this song, basically, me, you, and Amber, we band together and we decide to take over the North Pole. That's what's about to happen.
I took off my cowboy hat. So, Amber, between the three of us, I think she's saying we all represent this song. So you're gonna stay. That's what she's saying, right? Is that what you're saying, Nadia? You want us to stay with you?
Yeah.
You want us with you? Okay.
Yeah. Let's rock out.
How do you feel about this? I'm telling everybody out there, it's like this song I am obsessed with. It is infectious. It is the truth, and then it's just tell me, Nadia, this song from which story now are we at as far as this song, which is called
Xmas Nightmare.
Exactly.
Xmas Nightmare. It was inspired by something that I think a lot of women have gone through, where you know, we've been advanced inappropriately and maybe disrespected, and I decided to take that anger out on Santa and write a very atypical holiday song. And yeah, it's just about us girls banding together and taking over the North Pole.
I say I'm all about it. And, you know, my microphone is this right now. And everybody's like, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, you know what that is, y'all? That's come on now. Surely you do. Yeah. Of course. Yep. Cotton-headed ninny muggins, y'all. Man. You need a hug?
That's awesome.
He's an angry elf.
I think he might be on the team.
I want a Christmas Scream. We did that for you. We want you to wake up because we're about to play you something. Any words before I play this, Nadia? Like,
I think we'll just let the lyrics.
Yeah, what do you have for this song?
Let's see. Dang it.
I'm sure you have something.
I lent my Santa suit out to my girlfriend for her.
Amber's like, what'd you pull me into, Tracy? Amber, I think you need to come on more and you can co-host like this.
I tell you, I enjoy it. I'm just sitting here trying to be quiet and listen and taking it all in, but I love your hat.
It is
Girl,
super.
I had to get. I'm always in a hat, but I was like, yeah, I'm all about comfort and truth and hats, man. You can just go.
Thank you. So I'm more festive.
Well, there we go. All right, cool. All right, everybody. Right now, Nadia, you want us off? Are you going to dance?
Probably. I can't help myself.
Good. Then Amber, do we want to pull down and let her do her thing? Yeah. Okay. Stand by, everybody, right now. Don't leave, Amber. We have something we want you to show. And right now with Miss Nadia Vey, Nadia, Vey, Nadia Vey, and that is VAEH. Miss Nadia Vey.com, a poptimistic rock artist. Right now, we're on our Christmas edition with Patriots inside the Wileyville, Tennessee, with a Xmas Nightmare, y'all.
You're melting like fries in
presence like a snowflake on heat. Wish you could know how my cookies taste super sweet. The only thing you will be sipping on is honey, and maybe the sweat off my feet. As a little girl, I'd write to you. Now I see the perv behind the suit. I wanna take my boot and shove it right up your eyes. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. You said I could visit the North Pole for a treat, like some kind of honor, but your balls touch your feet. So you offer me presents in a trust fund back geese, and you say that I'm such a tease. As a little girl, I'd write to you. Now I see the perv behind the suit. I wanna take my boot and shove it right up your eyes. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. Oh, ho, ho, you got caught. Oh no, dirty thoughts. You're going down the chimney for the final time. Oh, ho, ho, you got caught. Oh no, dirty thoughts. You're going down the chimney for the final time. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. Ho, 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 you got caught. Oh no, dirty thoughts. You're going down the chimney for the final time. You melted my presence like a snowflake on heat. Wish you could know how my cookies taste super sweet. The only thing you will be sipping on is honey, and maybe the sweat off my feet. As a little girl, I'd write to you. Now I see the perv behind the suit. I wanna take my boot and shove it right up your eyes. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. You said I could visit the North Pole for a treat, like some kind of honor, but your balls touch your feet. So you offer me presents in a trust fund back geese, and you say that I'm such a tease. As a little girl, I'd write to you. Now I see the perv behind the suit. I wanna take my boot and shove it right up your eyes. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. Oh, ho, ho, you got caught. Oh no, dirty thoughts. You're going down the chimney for the final time. Oh, ho, ho, you got caught. Oh no, dirty thoughts. You're going down the chimney for the final time. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. There's no sugar plums in the air. The only stockings hung up hold his pair. Mrs. Claus and I talked every crumb naughty thought. I'm not sweet, I'm your Xmas nightmare. Ho, 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 you got caught. Oh no, dirty thoughts. You're going down the chimney for the final time.
Hey, is Miss Nadia Vey there? You can't help but like have fun, laugh. He's just falling right in. I'm not kidding.
I'm
Like,
gonna need him to be in the music video.
y'all think that I was doing that? I'm like, he won't stage. It's like whatever. Amber's look, as you can see your look, Amber.
I have completely lost it. Like, I think I was backstage at the moment because I completely lost all control.
Oh, I loved it. You were smiling, and we have you captured for life. We have captured you for life. So Nadia, Amber, are you wanting to go? You're still in a gallery, literally. So if you need to go, you need to go. I do want to do one thing real quick, Nadia, while she's doing that, because Tree of Valor really is close to my heart. Amber and Lori, Val, the whole family, Lexi, everything that y'all are doing for the people, not just military people. Like Nadia's on this screen, and she's going to have an empty seat too. So I actually do have your video that you have sent in, and I know that you helped do that, Amber, for Tree of Valor. And I don't want to leave you out. So Nadia, we're gonna let Amber, if you want to walk around, you can, but this is what you did at the Tree of Valor. So the Tree of Valor gallery, we're gonna try to show the video you did and that was sent to me. And so, but you're there live. So I will play what you sent me, and then we're gonna let Nadia wrap us up. So here we are with this. Miss Amber is going to go around with the Tree of Valor one more time, and then we'll wrap this with Miss NadiaVey.com. Here it is. Let's see about the Tree of Valor's video.
Christmas lights felt bright and golden. Now the nights are dark and frozen. You were here, my heart was swelling. Now I'm left with tales worth telling. Photos framed, the day ain't breathing. Silent room, my chest is heaving. You were strength in uniform. Now my life is weather-worn. Empty chair at the table where you used to be. Echoes of your laughter haunt this memory. Heaven called you home, but left this heart alone. Warriors honor, a love carved in stone.
I think we lost her. Yes. I don't have her on my side either.
Amber. Yep. That's what happened. So it looks like what happened is you've got the gallery where you and Miss Lori, so Amber Cook and Miss Lori at the Tree of Valor took an empty chair at the table and put it through the trees in the gallery up close. And that is the video that we were sent in. So now I have to say this because my name was on it and it's not my name you're looking at right now. And so I'm sure y'all saw that. Backwoods Barbie two-step. So I am Backwoods Barbie two-step. So my secret is out. I did not know that was on that video, but I'm going to let it be in Nadia's part. So Nadia Vey is on tonight, and we've got the Tree of Valor. And again, it has been beautiful. I love what you did with the video, the song, the empty chair at the table. I'm going to get that mastered and cut and let someone like Nadia figure out what to do with it, and then ongoing as an ongoing song all year long. So just like the Tree of Valor stays up all year, y'all. This is not just a Christmas thing. This is about the people. So Amber, you've been amazing tonight. And I want to say thank you so much there and the Tree of Valor. So give my hugs to everyone. Thank you so much for choosing my song. We
Can
will
I
have
say one thing? Can't say
Amber,
one
you
thing.
amazing. And I don't know what to say. I'm not used to this, but I'm usually on this end. So you just took my song and it's in with your gallery. Hug Miss Lori, tell them I love them very much. And we appreciate you, Amber. You're always welcome to come on and host too. You know, the majority of my shows and subjects would be all surrounding taking care of people. So that is what we do. I have one here for you, Miss Nadia. And it's an Amber sort of song. And so here we are right now. I have to make sure. Nadia Vay. Let's point that out again. Miss Nadia Vay, VAEH.com. Please go to the platforms. You know what? Do that for Tree of Valor too. They have theirs on every platform, and so does Patriots Inside the Wire. Please follow. Go to our channels. We are independent now. We left a broadcast on purpose. So the 500,000 people that were on that number, whoever you got on that station now, it's not me. But it's all good because we're rebuilding, and that's what this is about. So they tease me because they're like, she'll do music like all night. I'm used to a night shift at radio. You get given that shift. But anything to do with music. But Amber, I'm looking for it for you, unless you wanted a fun one. But it sounds like what Nadia. Santa's Cowboy Christmas or Missing Christmas Soldier? Do you want Missing Christmas Soldier or Santa's Cowboy Christmas? Amber and Nadia. And then we're back to Nadia.
Amber, if you want to take the lead on the decision and talk about,
I think the Santa's Cowboy Christmas.
Santa's Cowboy Christmas or Missing Christmas Soldier? Amber, pick. I'm going to click.
I think the Cowboy Christmas.
We're going to pick and click. Here we go. We're picking and clicking. That's what we're doing. It's my name. I just brought that out. Country.
Santa's in his boots, oh baby girl. Bells ring out, let's give them a twirl. Cowboys, cowgirls, have a blast. Texas moonshine, raise your glass. Santa's cowboy, jingle bell bells, celebrating, hear the elves. Tequila love, oh so fine. Ride that sleigh, feel the shine. Underneath the Texas sky, round and round we dance tonight. Cowboy hat, and that's the style. Santa's here, he'll stay a while. Santa's cowboy, jingle bells, celebrating, hear the elves. Tequila love, oh so fine. Ride that sleigh, feel the shine, shine. Moonlight glowing stars so bright. Cowgirls dancing through the night. Celebrate with all your friends. Santa's party never ends. Santa's cowboy, jingle bells, celebrating, hear the elves. Tequila love, oh so fine. Ride that sleigh, feel the shine, shine. Feel the shine.
Stand by because Santa that you picked is going to be Amber wanted me to play. So Amber, Santa's Cowboy Christmas. There you go. You got a fun one. I think you're going to want Missing Christmas Soldier, probably to fit it will fit really well with the gallery there, but I probably will give it to Nadia too. If I can find someone. I just don't want to do that. If you want me to do just the beginning, you can do it for Lori for the Tree of Valor. That will fit your the gallery really well. And then we're going to focus on Miss Nadia and get out of this studio, literally. But we have something. Hold on, you need to see Miss Nadia finish this. So I'll do a little bit of this for you for the gallery, and then we'll let you go, Amber, if you want to show a few more of those. Stand by.
Silent nights without your laughter. All is calm, but hearts are shattered. Underneath the starry sky, I wonder why you had to fly. Echoes of your voice still linger. Photos fade, but memories shimmer. Christmas tree so full of cheer, yet your absence brings a tear. Missing Christmas, soldier dear, where do we go from here? You spent Christmas far away, in our hearts you'll always stay. Missing Christmas, soldier dear, where do we go from here? You spent Christmas far away, in our hearts you'll always stay. Pride and pain mix in the glow. Every light reminds me though, the gift of one more hug I seek, a do-over for just 1 week. Snowflakes fall on an empty seat, whispers in the chilly street. Last December feels so near. Come back home and bring us cheer. Missing Christmas, soldier dear, where do we go from here? You spent Christmas far away, in our hearts you'll always stay. Missing Christmas, soldier dear, where do we go from here? You spent Christmas far away, in our hearts you'll always stay.
Into this. Amber, we're back on live. Miss Nadia Vey, music, optimistic rock artist out of Nashville. We have had the Tree of Valor in here, showing us beautiful pictures and beautiful things. Thank you so much to the Tree of Valor. Please check them out as well. Everything they're doing this year for this holiday season to you, from our home to yours. Happy holidays, Xmas Nightmare, Merry Christmas, Blue Christmas, whatever yours may be, if it's Dazed and Confused. We are going to end with one of Nadia Vey's songs. If you're catching us towards the end, and I know you will because I'm going to cut this, I want to make sure, Nadia, that we cut one of yours here at the end with you. So if you pick one of those three that you want someone to like completely be like, I am Nadia, listen, roll through it through the holidays, which song is that for you out of all of the three ones that were your favorite that you sent?
I would say Holidays and Confused.
Okay, I thought so. So Holidays and Confused by Nadia Vey, that's Vaeh on her last name, Nadia Vaeh. She is a optimistic rock artist, rocking it in Nashville, Tennessee, my old stomping grounds. And I am in Texas right now, and we are on multiple channels. Thank you for joining us, Patriots Inside the Wire. You can find us on every channel. Please add your playlist for every artist, every show. We can all work together here. We're going to play Holidays and Confused by Nadia Vey out of Nashville. Here we are. We're going to roll with this.
Now the holidays are more Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. Angel face no longer in the room. I can't help but missing you. You were a light inside. I took you for granted. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. I've been skipping all the invites to these Christmas parties. Yeah, I've been staying home alone. I remember the color of holly in your cheeks. I can't help but to think, is this a bad dream? You tell me everything is alright. Wish you could be here with me tonight. We be drinking eggnog till the sunrise, sunrise. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. Angel face no longer in the room. I can't help but missing you. You were a light inside. I took you for granted. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. This time of year is always hard for me to handle. You'd always bring the cheer. Now the sleigh bells just don't ring the same without your naughty, silly humor that you'd bring. 'Tis the season to sing. I wish I had you here, my witness, my witness. Wish I could disappear at Christmas, at Christmas. I wish I had you here, my witness, my witness. Wish I could disappear at Christmas. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you. Angel face no longer in the room. I can't help but missing you. You were a light inside. I took you for granted. Now the holidays are more and more confused. I can't help but missing you.
Thank you for watching another episode of Patriots Inside the Wire, hosted by Gold Star Mom, Tracy Two-Step.
Now the holidays
Help us broaden our reach. Like, subscribe, and share.
can't help.
Don't stop me, Roots! So I'm my brother Two-Step.
Oh, I think your mic is on mute. I'm so sorry.
Oh, and there we are. I'm between your music and everything. So here we are, Patriots Inside the Wire. We're going to close you out now with Nadia Vey. You just heard, we wanted you to hear Holidays Confused with Patriots Inside the Wire Patriot Fest, which is right up above Nadia, literally. So Miss Nadia Vey, optimistic rock artist, here tonight, joining us on the last half of Patriots Inside the Wire with Patriot Fest. Thank you to Uncle Rhino. I'm glad you're in Nashville. It's been great rolling out here. We'll have to get together again.
Yes.
And I'm going to close us out. Stand by, Mrs. Nadia. If you'd like to say anything to anyone out there, go for it now.
Just thanks for tuning in and listening to my music, and thank you, Tracy, for shining light on all these artists and giving us another place to shine. I really enjoyed chatting with you tonight, and much love from Nashville to you all at home.
Amen. I like it. So thank you for Patriots Inside the Wire, and we'll join us again Wednesdays we're live. We roll on Sundays. We'll do the live singer-songwriter sessions, and we will be doing radio the first of the year, literally. So stand by, Miss Nadia Vaeh. Nadia is NadiaVaeh.com. Miss Poptimistic rock artist joining us at Patriots Inside the Wire. Happy holidays to everyone.